Brad Dixon alongside from the Camp Point Central Panthers first round playoff game against Villa Grove. Coach, it's playoff time, and the Panthers are getting Brad Dixon alongside from the Camp Point Central Panthers first round playoff game against Villa Grove. Coach, it's playoff time, and the Panthers are getting used to playing playoffs.
Yeah, I did the math on it. It was 720 days since we walked out the field against Athens. So that's how long it's been since we played in the playoffs. So be a big message to our kids today about not being anxious, being blessed to be out here, because it's been a long time and it's a fun time of year, and we've been fortunate to do it for 13 years in a row without the COVID year. But we never want to take it for granted because it's a lot of fun.
One of the things that I posted this morning early, I hope a few kids got to see, and that is just remember your teammates who were seniors last year missed out on this opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, we had the one game for the WIBC championship, but it's just not the same. You know, you don't get the same buzz, and obviously just the playoffs and seeing our guys cheer when we saw who we were playing last week and getting together, just those moments to get together for a playoff selection show, create memories that we didn't get to have with our guys last year. And these guys out here, I mean, the only guy out here that would have any playoff experience meaningful would have been Dominic, but he's obviously injured. And so this will be
This broadcast of Sports on Central Illinois Sports on YouTube. This game brought to you by the First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Real Net and Twine, Bowler's Universe, Pike County Express, Pike County Concrete and LSSD Trucking, the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield, Pike County Lumber Company, Abney Home Improvement, Pike Feeds, Geared Up Custom Apparel, Refreshment Services Pepsi in County Market in Pittsfield, Tim Waters Concrete. Also brought to you by John Petty & Sons Construction, Great Rivers Bank, Lanham Chiropractic, Logan Ag, Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, Illini Community Hospital, Crash Queen, PCRE Incorporated and Auction Service, also Damon Plumbing and B&R Heating and Air Conditioning, State Farm Insurance Agent Rod Prentice, Cascom, the City of Pittsfield, Carnes Communication, Pressures on You in Camp Point, the Pittsfield Church of the Nazarene, Dear Wester Grain, Derek Harris, your Edward Jones representative, Nucci's and the Bird Coffee House, Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Niebuhr Funeral Home, Best Systems Builders, Little Jess Motors in Quincy. Also by Matt Hughes, your channel seedsman, FBFM Jesse Shootman, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, Hamilton Funeral Home, Helena Ag and Brian Obert, Jersey Bar and Grill, Williams Auto Sales, The Rustic Market, Griffin Signs in Time, TJ's Trucking Service, and Brian Dickhoot Trucking in Camp Point. Now let's go to the broadcast of Central Illinois Sports.
And good afternoon to you. Welcome to high school football action on Central Illinois Sports. Live this afternoon from Camp Point Central High School for round one of the IHSA playoffs in Class 1A as the 8-1 Central Panthers play host to the 5-4 Villa Grove Blue Devils. Good afternoon to you. I'm Charlie Hill. Jack's alongside, along with Jason Hetzler, manning the camera here on the Central Illinois Sports feed this afternoon. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, and it feels like playoff football. A little bit of a cool breeze blowing across the field here at Camp Point Central. The Villa Grove Blue Devils out on the field conducting their warm-up. Central will be out to warm up in just a bit as well, and lots to talk about in preparation of this afternoon's game. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show coming up for you. Before kickoff today, we'll have a visit with Brad Dixon, the head coach of the Camp Point Central Panthers. We'll take a look at what happened elsewhere in Class 1A and some games of interest in other classes from last night, previewing the schedule for today, the starting lineups, and much, much more on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Glad you're with us on Central Illinois Sports.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
When you're ready to make your dream kitchen and bathroom a reality, find inspiration at Pike County Lumber in Pittsfield. It starts with a 3D design so you can see every angle and every custom detail. Traditional style or the newest trends. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle. Your custom kitchen and bathroom will have the features that you need. A large versatile island for work or entertaining. Quartz countertops. Quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Hi, I'm Tammy Brewer. My husband and I are the owner and operators of Nucci's Bar and Restaurant. At Nucci's, we feature salmon, steaks, burgers, sandwiches, all Italian specialties made from our own recipes. You are guaranteed a high-quality, delicious meal every time you visit. People come from all over to dine in. We have live music on the weekends, which adds to the relaxing environment here. You can check out our Facebook page for our entertainment schedule. We recently opened a second business, Brewed Coffee House and Eatery. There we offer handcrafted beverages like lattes and macchiatos and cappuccinos. And we also specialize in paninis and salads and subs, and we even have ice cream. We're excited to provide another restaurant that serves the needs of our community. Come on down. We look forward to serving you.
Back with you live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Liberty, and Barrie. Great Rivers Bank here to serve you and the entire region with all of your banking needs. Learn more about those services by visiting greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. The 5-4 Villa Grove Blue Devils and the 8-1 Camp Point Central Panthers matching up here in this Class 1A matchup. Villa Grove on the season, well, they've played some pretty good teams. In fact, when you take a look at the teams they lost to, mostly teams that are in playoff action this week. They started off the season with a win over Fisher, who finished the year 1-8, a 26-14 win. Lost to eventually a 5-4 Colfax Ridgeview team, 40-14. Back-to-back wins over Cerro Gordo, 42-35, and then a forfeit win against Argenta Oriena in week 4. They fell to Toledo Cumberland, who finished their regular season 8-1. That was a 47-8 game. Back-to-back wins over Nyack Sangamon Valley, 35-14, and Oakland Tri-County, 55-0. They finished the regular season losing back-to-back contests, a 28-0 loss to Arcola, and then lost to Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond, 49-22 last week to arrive at 5-4 on the season. Heath Wilson is the head coach for the Blue Devils, former coach at Jacksonville Route Catholic High School. If you're a WIBC fan, you may remember that name from a few years back. The Panthers are 8-1 on the year. They beat Carrollton in a Week 1 thriller, 30-22. Defeated Pleasant Hill Western, 34-0. Got by Minden Unity in a quality contest, 42-34. Their lone loss of the season came in Week 4, 22-20 to Brown County, before finishing off the season on a 5-game winning streak, 48-6 over Jacksonville Round, 58-20 over Triopia, 60-28 over Beardstown. They defeated Moweaqua Central A&M 44-14 in a non-conference matchup, and then beat Calhoun last week 56-21. It's the 13th consecutive playoff appearance for the Camp Point Central Panthers, and they're looking to hold true to the records and seeding in this one and beat this Villa Grove team. It's a cool afternoon, wind blowing across the field as it usually is here at Camp Point Central High School, and not a large crowd on hand right at the moment, but still around 25 minutes away from this afternoon's kickoff, so we're sure we'll see some more folks filing in the gates as time goes on. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We pause for a break here, and we'll visit with Brad Dixon, the head coach of the Camp Point Central Panthers, coming up next on Central Illinois Sports.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up. If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutoSalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales. Brad Dixon alongside from the Camp Point Central Panthers first round playoff game against Villa Grove. Coach, it's playoff time and the Panthers are getting used to playing playoffs.
Yeah, I did the math on it. It was 720 days since we walked out the field against Athens. So that's how long it's been since we played in the playoffs. So be a big message to our kids today about not being anxious, being blessed to be out here, because it's been a long time and it's a fun time of year, and we've been fortunate to do it for 13 years in a row without the COVID year, but we never want to take it for granted because it's a lot of fun.
One of the things that I posted this morning early, I hope a few kids got to see, and that is just remember your teammates who were seniors last year missed out on this opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, we had the one game for the WIBC championship, but it's just not the same. You know, you don't get the same buzz, and obviously just the playoffs and seeing our guys cheer when we saw who we were playing last week and getting together, just those moments to get together for a playoff selection show, create memories that we didn't get to have with our guys last year. And these guys out here, I mean, the only guy out here that would have any playoff experience meaningful would have been Dominic, but he's obviously injured. And so this will be, the first real meaningful playoff game for most of our kids.
I was talking to your assistant coaches about Dominic, and I want to talk about him for just a second. I said, so tell me, guys, as good as Ginnenbacher is, what would have happened? And they said, honestly, Dominic's probably the best one of the three.
I mean, coming in, most experience, he's been starting since he was a sophomore in the secondary, had looked really good in practice, had a really good scrimmage. It was Dominic and Garrett were both starting, and Isaac was going to rotate in. And obviously, we weren't planning in week one for him to go down, and then he rehabbed all the way back, and I felt like, okay, it's going to be like Christmas late in the year. We're going to get this really, really good player back and for the run, and the good Lord had other plans for him for some reason, and that's not for us to understand, but I think in time we will. And Dominic, at least on the outside, has been in great spirits. He's at every practice. He's helping out those young guys. He's doing what he can, but you feel bad for him because he wants to be out here, and this is his senior year. But it's just a good lesson that you just never know when it's going to be your last game. It might not be when the official blows his last whistle. It may happen before that, and you just got to cherish every opportunity.
We saw that in the spring last year. As I look at number 7, Ginnenbacher, I think of Brody Waddell, and he was on my mind this morning. I hope he's doing well and getting around, but he'll tell everybody how important that is.
Yeah, you just never know, and I think it's like, how are we going to play today? Well, if you knew how you were going to play and how everything was going to play out, it wouldn't be as fun. And obviously, it's the uncertainty of the playoffs. We have no common opponents between the two of us. Obviously, Coach Wilson was at Route, but that's been quite a few years ago, and so it'll be a chess match at the beginning, and it's going to be whoever does things fundamentally sound like always.
And when I look at Villa Grove was the first team I saw play Arcola at Arcola. There were about 7,000 people there that day. They were rated 1 and 2 in the state many, many, many years ago. And so tradition of good football runs pretty rampant in that area.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at their losses, they're all to good teams. Arcola, Cumberland teams really that are all in the playoffs. They lost to Arthur last week, that's in 2A. And then I drawing a blank on who they lost. Ridgeview was their other loss, who's playing Rushville today. So, I mean, all 4 playoff losses. And, you can't take anyone for granted. I reminded our guys of Hayworth in 2013 when we were 9-0 and they were 5-4 and we won it in the last 12.8 seconds on a couple crazy 4th down plays. And so, yeah, I mean, we have to go out and play and take care of the football and execute defensively and see what happens.
There was a funny thing in that when Charlie had the coach's dad come up to him before the game and say, "Son, you're about to see the best 5-4 team you've ever seen," and that was Hayworth, and they made it true. So you don't take anybody for
never. We never do. You should never. Obviously we're playing an opponent, but we should play the game of football the way it's supposed to be played because that's what we're coached to do. That's what we signed up to do. We didn't sign up many, many years ago because we knew we were going to play Villa Grove. We think it's fun. We enjoy the competition, and so we need to do our thing. We don't talk to the other team. We don't talk to the officials. You play within the rules. You do what you're supposed to do. You play with the class, and that's what we should be focused on today. And Villa Grove's just happened to be that team across from us, and hopefully it's a great game.
Had a lot of rain this week. How's the turf?
It's good because we had got a crown, but obviously we haven't been on it at all this week. So it seemed to be holding up all right in the pregame, but I'm sure as the game wears on and you play in certain spots of the field, there's going to be some footing and things like that. Take care of the football. We practiced in the rain yesterday and did a good job of taking care of it. So, you hope you have that same today.
Coach Ray likes those 75-yard runs. You like them too because he calls them, but you're worried about your defense, and your defense has really continued to improve each day.
Yeah, we had a few, just couldn't get off the field last week on a few, 3rd and 4th downs against Calhoun, and they did a nice job. We knew, they come out to play hard every year. They don't care what's on the uniform, and so it was good for our guys to have that adversity and then to come out in that 3rd quarter and I think get 3 straight takeaways, a pick 6, and then a scoop and score. And I mean, we hadn't gotten many takeaways. There's one area this year we haven't done a very good job is take the football away. I think going into to week 9, I think we'd only had 9 takeaways, maybe 10. So, our goal is to always have 3. If you get 3 takeaways in a game, you're going to have a great shot to win. And I think we got 4 last week. So, hopefully we'll get in there and get that ball out today a few times.
An announcer who played line likes to see that guy get that pick 6. That was a good one. Brad Dixon, the head coach of the Camp Point Central Panthers. Do what you do, and the good things will happen. We'll be back with more on the pregame show and the Great River Banks pregame show after these. Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. B&R Heating and Cooling HVAC service is the best local choice. Phone 217-285-2856. They offer all types of HVAC services on all units. B&R can also service commercial refrigeration units, freezers, coolers. B&R Heating and Cooling HVAC service. If you're not, they make you cool. Right now as we head to winter, get your heating units checked out. 285-2856. B&R Heating and Cooling in Pittsfield. Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
Back with you live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. And we have seen both teams take the field at this point in time in preparation for this afternoon's Class 1A playoff game. Taking a look at what happened in 1A football last night, as there were 4 games played. Abington Avon beat Kewanee Weathersfield in a 1. 14-8. Forreston was a 22-14 winner over Galena. Ottawa Marquette beat Princeville 32-7. And Peru St. Bede won against Chicago Hope Academy 30-19. In action today in Class 1A action, there are several 1 o'clock games already underway, and we'll keep you up to date with them as we can. But scheduled games are West Central at Arcola, Macon Meridian at Athens, Villa Grove, of course, here at Camp Point Central. Shelbyville's at Carrollton this afternoon. Fulton playing host to Chicago Raby. Gilman Iroquois West hosting Monmouth United. Salt Fork is at Greenfield Northwestern. And Jack tells us that's 8-0 Greenfield Northwestern at halftime in that contest. Leno Winslow and Aurora Christian doing battle this afternoon in Lena. Nokomis plays host to Moequa Central A&M. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game. That's at 5 o'clock tonight, so you actually have a chance to almost scout that one. Rushville Industry, just down the road from here at Camp Point Central, is playing host to Colfax Ridgeview Lexington. Cesar Valier is hosting Casey Westfield, and Brown County is on the road at Toledo Cumberland.
Carrollton Hawks up 14-7 with 5:53 left in the second quarter there, and Greenfield with about 4 minutes left in the half in the lead, 8-0 in their contest.
In other games that took place last night, Jack, on the 2A side of things, not a ton of games, just a couple. Breeze-Mater Day beat Carmi White County 54-16. Pana beat Arthur Lovington at Hammond by a score of 49-19. On the 3A side of things last night, Piatone was defeated by Braidwood Reed Custer 26-0. Byron beat Chicago Catless 58-0. Elmhurst Immaculate Conception beat Monmouth Roseville 55-8, and Princeton was a 47-14 winner over Poplar Grove North Boone. Probably the craziest score that you might ever see in a high school football game was Springfield High beating Rock Island last night, 94-72. You'll see a couple of basketball games combined that won't reach those numbers coming up here in the winter season. The band is getting ready to play the national anthem. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll have a look at the starting lineups coming up next.
Pikeland Motors, located on the east side of the square in Pittsfield, is the place to go for your next new or used vehicle purchase. Plus, they have great service after the sale. Call Pikeland Motors at 285-2196. And after your trip to Pikeland with that new vehicle, head on down to the Riverbank in Florence. Great steak night every Thursday night. The drinks are cold, the food is hot at the Riverbank in Florence, on the banks of the Illinois River, and sometimes in it. Thanks to Doug Daniel and Riverbank and Pikeland Motors for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy. Griffin Signs in Time is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the right direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition to potential customers. Put the right sign in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Quincy, call 217-228-7470. It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Just because your kids are back to school doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your fitness routine. Illini Fitness is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're a busy parent, college student, night owl, or early riser, our hours now fit your schedule. Call to find out about our affordable memberships at 285-5635 or learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org/fitness. Illini Fitness, located at 128 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. With our many locally owned businesses, great variety of restaurants, historic sites, and recreational opportunities, there's truly something for everyone. While visiting, make sure to check out Lake Pittsfield for great fishing, boating, and camping opportunities, and check out the Disc Golf Course. Mayor Gary Mendenhall and the citizens of Pittsfield are excited to see you on your next visit to Pittsfield, Illinois.
Well, great job by the Panther Marching Band with the national anthem this afternoon in preparation of this Class 1A playoff contest between the Camp Point Central Panthers and the Blue Devils of Villa Grove High School. Time to take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you in part by Trash Queen. They're serving Pike, Adams, Scott, and Morgan counties with residential, commercial, and roll-off services. They offer 10-yard, 15-yard, and 20-yard roll-off containers. Call Trash Queen, 217-320-4320.
Villa Grove 5-4. Heath Wilson, their head coach, and they'll start the following. A group of ends, first of all, is Lane Runn. He's a sophomore wide receiver. Also wearing the number 7 is Brady Klopfelder. He's a sophomore and at end. Parker Stevens joins that group. He's a junior at end. And the quarterback is Liam Barr. He's a senior. Also at an end today is Elijah Kessel. He is a senior. At running back, the lone running back that they list in their starting lineup is Luke Zimmerman, a junior. You'll also see Kissel and others doing some running of the ball. The center today is Carson Block. He's a junior. The guards are Connor Black, a junior, and Zach Wells, a sophomore. And the tackles are Peyton Smith, a junior, and DeAndre Reinhardt, who is a senior. For the Camp Point Central Panthers, 8-1 on the season. Their lone loss, 22-20 to Brown County. At fullback is a senior. He's also a middle linebacker for them, 5'9", 155 pounds, Sterling Stotts. At the right wing is a junior, also starts as a strong side inside linebacker, 6'2", 195-pound junior, Isaac Ginnenbacher. The left wing is Garrett Williams. He's also the left cornerback, 5'11", 155, and a senior. And both he and Ginnenbacher are over 1,000 yards on the season. Nick Moore is the quarterback, just a sophomore, also plays right quarterback, 6 foot 170 pounds and a sophomore. The right guard is Warren Myers, weak side inside linebacker too, 5'9", 190 and a senior. The left guard is Trent Orr. He also sees some nose guard action on the defensive side, 6 foot 205 and a senior. Caleb Post plays the strong side defensive tackle and left tackle on the offensive side, 6'8", 255 and a senior. The center is Owen Roth in the majority of the time, 5'11", 245 and a junior. Dylan Dickoot also will work in at the center position at different times. He's a 6 foot 220-pound senior. At right tackle is Keaton Dickoot. He also plays weak side defensive tackle, 6'5", 220 and a senior. He had a pick 6 last week. Also, we will see at tight end Carter Eiler, 6'3", 185 and a junior, and Josh Alford back in the lineup playing tight end and strong side outside linebacker, 6'5", 195 and a junior. And also Cole Proct is a defensive tackle. He's 6'2", 320 and a junior. So good size in the line, and the Panthers like to rotate linemen in and out on the offensive and defensive side.
Starting lineups also brought to you in part by Illini Express, here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday on the south side of the square in Pittsfield. A final break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll start this afternoon's contest. It's playoff action at Camp Point Central as the Panthers play host to the Villa Grove Blue Devils on Central Illinois Sports.
TJ's Truck Service is proud to serve the area with a complete truck hauling service. They offer grain, rock, fertilizer, seed, and liquid fertilizer hauling for you. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated would like to wish the Panthers a safe and successful season and recognize the senior boys and coaching staff for their leadership and hard work. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated for the long haul and the short one too, 217-617-6667. For all those hard-working diesel engines and combines, tractors, and trucks, Logan Ag recommends PowerMax Premium Diesel Fuel. Logan Ag PowerMax Diesel is packed with multifunctional additives which help clean the fuel system, extend filter life, add lubricity, and restore horsepower. You might even notice reduced fuel consumption. You get it all in Logan PowerMax Premium Diesel. Logan Ag, serving agriculture since 1962. Press Years on You would like to thank everyone in our community for your support in the past 15 years. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space with spirit wear for Unity Mustangs, Liberty Eagles, Brown County Hornets, and our hometown Central Panthers. Businesses, let us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. We are excited to now offer lasered hat patches. With limitations on attendance to local sporting events, we are excited to help bring you this game. Press Yours on You, 506 Westwood, Camp Point, Illinois. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carls, Nathan Jansen, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
Back with you live at Camp Point Central High School. The captains, coaches, and referees are meeting at midfield to conduct the coin toss in preparation of this Class 1A football game. The winner of this contest plays the winner of Nokomis and Central A&M. And Jack's got an update for us with some scores from around the area.
Well, Greenfield Northwestern now up 14-0 at halftime in their contest today. And as we peruse some of the other scores, we see that Carrollton up 14-7, and that is close to halftime in their contest. West Central at Arcola starts at 2 o'clock, as does Beardstown at Williamsville, and Brown County at Cumberland, Unity at Nashville. Panthers won the flip. They'll defer to the second half, so they're going to give the ball to the Blue Devils of Villa Grove to start this contest, Charlie.
Panthers are in the home black uniforms with the old gold numbers and white trim. Villa Grove's in the visiting whites with the blue numbers and yellow trim here this afternoon. It's about 57 degrees, just shy of the kickoff here this afternoon. A wet week has turned into a dry and a little bit breezy Saturday afternoon for high school football action, but the turf is in immaculate condition, as it usually is here at Camp Point Central High School, and that shouldn't come into play too much here, as there is no rain falling as we near the 2 o'clock scheduled kickoff. And the Panthers getting ready to run through the breakthrough in front of a good home crowd, and something as Coach Brad Dixon talked about, you don't necessarily get used to it, and you don't want to get complacent, but it's a kind of old hat now for the Panthers when it comes to being in the playoffs.
Bill Reed got it started for 4 years in a row, and they have made it every year 13 years in a row, except for the COVID spring where there were no playoffs, and it ought to be a dandy football game today. Hey, if you've got scores from where you're at, 217-473-5151. That's 473-5151. Send us a text, if you will. The Panthers will go out to the Paul at the 50-yard line, as they always do. They don't disrespect anybody. It's just their normal bringing the flags out, and they'll get things set to go, and we'll be ready for football action in just a minute. Bowlers Universe, open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday 4 to midnight. Head out tonight to the Bowlers Universe and have a great meal and some open bowling. It's always a good time at the Bowlers Universe.
Central won the kick, or the coin toss, as Jack told you, chose to defer to the second half. Villa Grove will have their kickoff return team on the field ready to go. Looks like Luke Zimmerman is going to be the man back deep. Zimmerman, a pretty well put together young man. It looks to be about 5'10", 200 pounds, and you'll see him in the backfield at the running back spot. We noticed the Villa Grove has some pretty good size when it comes to their roster here, although we weren't given heights or weights on the roster, but looks to be some guys that the Panthers will have to try to match up with when it comes to the size game.
Elijah Ginnenbacher is going to kick off today. It was kind of a question last week. We saw some different people. Mason Miller did a little kicking last week and Ezra Thompson, but today it's back to Ginnenbacher.
Ginnenbacher's got his hand in the air. He's waiting for the official's whistle, and they will break the huddle in just a moment. You would assume to fake the onside kick to start with. But no, they'll kick it short and quickly to start with. Villagrove has the go over the man's head. Now he fumbles the ball, tries to pick it back up, and Gunnar Klein is going to then pick it up and rush ahead and actually get something out of it out to the 42-yard line. And that's where the Blue Devils will start first and 10 from their own 42. So Klein had a little bit of trouble, but once he was able to corral it, the sophomore was able to pick it up and go and give his team good field position to start this contest.
Panthers wanted to do and accomplish what they wanted to, but the tackle was missed, and it gives Villagrove good field position in the early going here.
So here comes Liam Barr, the senior quarterback, and the Villagrove offense. They'll split a single receiver wide to the left, two men to the right-hand side. Barr stands in the shotgun with the running back Zimmerman to his right. Calls for the snap, hands it off to Zimmerman. Running left, has hit in the backfield by Ginnenbacher, dragged down back at the 41-yard line. A loss of a yard of the play. This will bring up a second down and 11 from the 41. So Ginnenbacher, good closing speed and able to stop the end-around play. They'll actually put it back to the line of scrimmage. We'll call it no game. Second and 10 from the 42.
Ginnenbacher has been great on the offensive side, but almost as good on the defensive side. Good to have Josh Alford back out there in the linebacker, too. He was missing a week ago.
Single receiver splits wide right, two men to the left this time. Again, Barr in the shotgun formation. Calls for the snap, goes back to pass. Rolling left, throwing to his intended receiver that time in Tyler Wilson, off of his hands, incomplete. And this will bring up a third and 10 from the 42 with 11:15 to play in the game's opening quarter.
Had the man open, but just threw it a little bit too hard and a little high, and it went off his fingertips, and that puts you in tough field position, third down at the 42 with 11:15 left, first quarter, stopping the clock.
Barr gets the play from the sideline, brings it in from the offensive coordinator. Third and 10 here for Villagrove, trying to get a fresh set of downs here on their first offensive possession. Two men wide right, a single receiver to the left. The quarterback Barr back to pass. He's rolling to his right, looks downfield, has a man open and overthrows him near the sideline. It's an incomplete pass, and that will bring up fourth down.
That time Sterling Stotts went into the blitz, but was picked up by a man in that big collision there for the fullback who will be on the offensive side after this punt formation.
So Zimmerman will drop back to punt, I believe. Is that not 28, Jack?
Looks like Zimmerman to me, Charlie.
But now Zimmerman is actually up as one of the up men. This could be Sean Shreves, possibly. I can't get him to turn this way enough to see the number. We'll get that number in a moment. The Panthers send a single man back and come after the punt a little bit. This punt is headed toward the sideline, and it's going to take a nice Villagrove roll, and now the Panthers man gets down towards it, but it's down inside the 5.
Looks like it's going to be down almost to the 2-yard line, doesn't it?
They mark it down. We're going to call it the 3, it looks like, and that's where Central will start first and 10 at their own 3. So a heck of a punt by the Blue Devils.
Quick release on the punt, and he really got a lot of foot into it in the early going, did he not?
So first and 10 for this Panther offense that has shown the ability to make big plays and just good all-around quickness. They'll come out with a little bit of a different look here on the offensive side as they come out in the polecat. Now they'll bring the line back in. Single receiver out wide to the left-hand side. Nick Moore, the quarterback, is under center. He'll put a man in motion. Give it off to the second back. This is Ginnenbacher. Ginnenbacher is stood up, wrestled down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play. It'll bring up a second and 4 from the 9.
Ginnenbacher is one of those guys you got to watch out for at all times.
So good to give them a little bit of breathing room. Up to the line quickly are the black-clad Panthers. Moore checks the line. Barks out his cadence, takes the snap. He'll hand it off to, nope, he's going to pass it now this time. Intended receiver was Ginnenbacher on the play-action pass. It falls incomplete, and it brings up a third down and 4.
That time Stotts, I thought he had the ball at first, and he had pretty decent running room, but then they went to throw the ball in the flare, and it was incomplete. So a tough third down deep in their own territory.
So if unable to convert here, Villa Grove would have flipped the field position game, which is what they were looking for. Moore's under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to the first back through. Believe that is Stotts. And Stotts has stood up after a very short gain out to the 10, a gain of a single yard, and it'll be 4th and 3, and a punting situation for the Panthers from their own 11.
Nick Moore, the quarterback, is the punter, and you've seen some fakes, but you wouldn't think to see that deep in the territory that they're in right now. He'll be in his end zone kicking the ball out.
Yeah, he's about a yard deep in there. Single man back for the Blue Devils is Gunnar Klein, who we saw return the kick. The wind in the face of Moore, the punter. Just under 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. Play clock counting down to around 10. Moore calls for the snap. He'll put his boot into this one. It is a spiral kick, and Klein will get away from it. It'll take a nice roll for the Panthers and roll dead right at the 50-yard line, and that's where the Villa Grove Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10 with 9:43 to play in the first. So no score in the early going. Both teams have possessed the ball one time, and neither able to pick up a first down in their first possession. And as Brad Dixon talked about in the pregame, you're going against a new opponent, so you're kind of trying to feel everything out in the first quarter of this contest.
Your local family-owned newspapers, the Pike County Express, available each Wednesday. They've been around since 1991. And Damon Emmerich at the Great Rivers Bank to help you with auto, residential, and commercial, 285-4404.
Two receivers split wide right. A single man to the left. Liam Barr, the quarterback, in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, make the handoff. It's a quarterback keeper. Running to the left, he stood up near the line of scrimmage, and no gain on the play. This will bring up a 2nd down and 10.
2 incomplete passes, 2 runs, no yardage so far on the offensive side. They give them about a half a yard, but we're going to make them get a little more than that before we give them the full yard.
Yeah, basically the nose moved from their own side of the 50 to the other side. So 2nd and 10 yards to go here, 9:18 and counting in the first.
No score in the early going here between these two squads. Villa Grove trying to make some noise on their second offensive possession.
Single receiver wide to the right is Lane Rund. Back to either side. They'll hand the ball off to the second back. Left side, this is Parker Stevens looking for running room. Has some good yardage out to the left. It looks like he's near the sticks as he's close to the 40-yard line. Just shy of the 40, down to the 41. A gain of 9 in the play, and this will bring up a 3rd and 1 from the Panthers' 41.
That time on the counter play, they were able to have good misdirection. Now Villa Grove quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Two receivers to the right. Under center is the quarterback, Barr. Takes the snap, keeps it himself. He'll plunge forward for the first down, as he'll be taken down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 and a fresh set of downs. And the first down of the afternoon comes the way of the Blue Devils.
8:34 left first quarter. No score on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Glad you've joined us for football action on the one you enjoy the most, we hope, Central Illinois Sports.
Well, we told you some good size out of the backfield for this Villa Grove outfit, and they have proven it on this drive. They're really kind of pounding it right at you. Barr will take the snap, handed to Zimmerman, running laterally. He's trying to get the corner, and he got in trouble again. This time, Ginnebacher chases him down from behind, back near the 43-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 14 from the 43. So when the Blue Devils have run straight at the Panthers, they've actually had some success on this drive, but both times we've seen the man in Zimmerman try to get outside on the end around is when the Panthers' speed has really come into play. 2nd and 14, clock ticking down, just under 8 minutes to play in the first. They'll split a couple of men wide left, including Brady Clodfelder. Empty backfield with the quarterback, Barr in the gun. He's back to pass. Sets his feet, has some time. Now a man gets him off of his feet on the pump fake. Rolling out to his left, throws it short, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver was Zimmerman, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 14 from the 43-yard line.
We can update you that Greenfield once again up 14-0 at halftime. Carrollton up 14-7, 28-7, 46 seconds left in the half.
Nashville leads Minden 7-0, 7:50 to play in the first. So the clock stops at the incompletion. It's 3rd and 14 for Villa Grove. Trying to get a play here to make that 4th down decision a little more manageable. They'll split them out wide, 2 to either side of the quarterback. Barr again in the gun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, has pressure, steps up into the rush. Now he breaks free, still on his feet, looking downfield, nowhere to go with it, throws it away at the last second, and it's incomplete. A magician that time, though, was Barr to avoid the rush. It falls harmlessly to the turf, and it's 4th and 14 from the 43. And I would assume Heath Wilson will send the punt team out and try to pin Central deep once again in their own territory. 7:22 to play in the first.
They'd be better off taking a couple delay of games as good as their punter kicked the ball the last time.
Single man back to receive the kick is Gavin Graves. He stands back near his own 5-yard line. Zimmerman is the punter. Is that correct?
I don't think it is.
Kiesel, thank you. This punt is partially blocked, it looked like, off the side of his foot. And it goes out of bounds. Where will they mark it? The man still walking up near the 27, and that's where the Panthers will start 1st and 10. Kiesel was the punter for Willow Grove. 7:18 to play in the first.
Better field position for the Panthers this time. Let's see if they can get something open. Bill Grove did a nice job on the defensive side last time than the Panthers' first possession, though.
They did, and I would think from the Blue Devil standpoint, they're going to need to run the ball a little more north and south, a little less east and west. Moore is under center here for the Panthers in the double wing. Long snap count. He is back to pass, looking for the seam pass down the middle, has a man, and there he goes. Going for a score, Garrett Williams at the 10, 5 and a touchdown. A touchdown for Camp Point Central, a 73-yard touchdown strike on the little dump pass to the wing back, and with 7:07 to play in the first. Central strikes first, 6-0.
I was just going to say they were 11 men in the box, and that means they were selling out on Central, and Moore found Williams. Threw it a little bit short of him, but Williams came back and got it and then just ran away from the field. His speed really breaks things open after he gets the ball.
So a one-play touchdown drive. 7:07 to play in the first, and the Panthers now will line up for the two-point conversion. Under center is Moore. He takes the snap, hands it off. Looks like a man got an early start on the right side, though, and I believe this will come back.
Williams ran it in, but they'll have to bring it back and see what they do.
Looked like the right side of the line got a little bit of an early start that time, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty and have to repeat the two-point conversion attempt. Yeah, that makes things a little more difficult. Back to the 8 now.
Well, the play they ran, which was a counter, like that double handoff to Williams, worked well. Don't be surprised if they go back to Ginnenbacher on the opposite side this time.
Or maybe put it in the air. Moore gets the play from the sideline, the 6-foot, 170-pound sophomore quarterback. He'll split Williams out to the right-hand side now, as is Ginnenbacher. Stotts is behind him at the fullback spot. Puts Ginnenbacher in motion. Fakes the pitch to him. Going to pass it right up the middle. And he's got it for the two-point try as they find Josh Alford on the short pass. 7:07 to play in the first. Camp Point Central with an early advantage. 8-0 over the Villa Grove Blue Devils. Glad you're with us on Central Illinois Sports.
Is a locally owned and operated feed mill in Pittsfield. We know and understand the passion you have for your livestock. That's why for the past 30 years, we've served our customers with quality products such as premixes, supplements, and complete feeds for multiple livestock species. Pike Feed's in-house nutritionists will create a nutritional program to ensure maximum performance of your operation. Stop by 1250 West Washington Street, Pittsfield, or call 217-285-5656.
Hard work, dedication, integrity. The same way a great athlete demands these things for themselves, so is the Little Jess team for over 50 years. We strive daily to meet our community's automotive needs, whether it's buying a new or pre-owned purchase, finding the right part to get the job done, or getting you back on the road when something goes wrong. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
8-0 Camp Point Central on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Ginnenbacher's got his hand in the air, ready to kick it again here. And as you found out in the first kickoff, you have to be wary of where that kick may come from. Now they'll fake the little stampede look there and go back and look to kick it off deep. 8-0 Panthers. Ginnenbacher puts his foot into this one, kicks toward the same man as we got it the last time, Gunnar Klein. Klein going to rush up the sideline and steps out of bounds near the 45.
Have the ball right on the 44-yard line, it appears. By the way, Beardstown up 7-0 on Williamsville, 6:53 left first quarter.
Well, here it's an 8-0 lead for Camp Point Central. And now the Blue Devils looking to make a little bit of an adjustment and see if they can't put together a sustained drive here and get on the board themselves. The Blue Devils break the huddle with 2 receivers left, a single man to the right, 2 backs to the backfield, flanking the quarterback Barr. He'll hand it off, coming back this way to Zimmerman. Breaks a tackle in the backfield, breaks another one, still on his feet, and is taken down up across the 50-yard line. So Zimmerman, good hard running that time to the Panther 49-yard line, a gain of 7 on the play. Should bring up a second down and 3.
Panthers have had them deep in their territory 3 or 4 times. Just got to complete the deal.
Ball just across midfield here. Zimmerman, we told you, we don't have heights and weights, but he looks to be about 5'10", 200 pounds or so. He's a junior. He was hit a couple of times in the backfield and ran right through it, though.
West Central having to play without Ryan Moore today. I thought he was going to be in the lineup, but they said no. They're at Arcola.
Single receiver way out to the left-hand side is Brady Clodfelter. Now the quarterback Barr fumbles the snap. He's back to pass, looks downfield, has a man open across the middle, but an incomplete pass. Intended receiver was Parker Stevens, but there is a flag in near the line of scrimmage here.
Be a hold.
And so the play will be an illegal chop block called against Villa Grove.
That just 5 yards? I don't know why I was thinking that's just 5 yards on the play, but let's see where they take it.
No, I think it's 10. 15.
Make it 15.
Wow.
I saw it called 5 yards one time, but that's a big penalty. He's had an open receiver a bunch of different times, and that time the man would have went for 6, but he overthrew everybody, and 0 for 5 passing his bars so far in the day.
So it was a 2nd and 3. Now it's a second down and excuse me, first
down.
No, it was 2nd and 3 from the 49.
Yep, should be 2nd and 3.
Oh, it was 2nd and 4, yeah.
2nd and, let's see. 2nd and 19 here. And now the coaching staff of Villa Grove asking about something here.
Hi, Bob.
A lot of fans of a lot of coaches in the air, aren't there?
You betcha.
2 receivers to the right, a single man to the left, Barr in the gun. He will hand the ball off on a little halfback pass action here, throwing downfield. That's going to be up for grabs, and it's caught all the way downfield. Parker Stevens has it. As he got behind the defense, lane run to the sophomore actually threw it, and Stevens gets it all the way to the 26-yard line.
Be another first down, the 2nd of the ball game for Villa Grove. A little hocus pocus. Who did he hit with that one?
It was Stevens, 39 yards. First and 10 to the Panther 26, and a well-thrown ball. I actually thought the Panthers might have a chance to pick it off a little bit, but
it just took
Stevens,
off.
Well, Stevens just went up and got it. That was a really nice reception by the junior Parker Stevens. So a first and 10 at the Panther 26. Barr in the shotgun. He will hand the ball off to the second back. Running left, it's Stevens again. Looking for the edge. He has the corner, spins to stay in bounds, and is taken down near the 10-yard line. See where they mark him down here. Call it the 11 where they take him down. A gain of 15 on the play and a first and 10 at the 11.
Villa Grove trying a lot of different things and having some success in the early going here.
On the move are the Blue Devils. Minden Unity has tied it up with Nashville 7-7 with 3:41 to play in the first of their contest. Here it's 8-0 Camp Point Central. 5:37 to play in the first. They did say the man stepped out of bounds, so that stopped the clock. 2 receivers left, a single man to the right-hand side. Barr scans the defense, calls the line set. He takes the snap, going to have the design quarterback run, running to his right, trying to get the corner, in some trouble, slips, and now he's going to be taken down. Down with a sack back near the 18-yard line. Loss of 7.
Post and Ginnebacher in on that play, along with Williams. They were all coming after him that time.
Back to the 18-yard line. It's 2nd and 17. Can pick up a first down without picking up a touchdown, though, can Villa Grove. As it was 1st and 10 from the 11. 5:05 to play in the first. And I think what we've seen a couple of times, again, not to beat a dead horse when they run laterally, Central speed has been there and been able to overtake that. Well, they run right at them a couple of times. Villa Grove's had some pretty good gains.
The misdirection counters worked twice for them, with Stevens running the ball both times.
Barr again. He's in the pistol now, a little closer to the line. Play action pass. Now he's running out to his left, looking for the corner. Now he'll scramble and he'll be taken down. In on the tackle that time was Sterling Stotts, taken down near the original sticks. Looks like he's at about the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play, and this will bring up a 3rd and 11.
4 down territory, 4:20 left in the first quarter of play. 8-0 Panthers on the Trash Queen scoreboard. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 12. And like Charlie told you, at the 1, they could come away with a first down.
They're at the 12 as it is, I believe, so it'll be a 3rd and a long 11 here.
Have to be 11, wouldn't it?
Just over 4 minutes to play in the first. Trips to the right, single man to the left. They'll move Zimmerman to the right of the quarterback, Liam Barr. He's back to pass, looking to his left, has his man in Brady Clodfelder, breaks a tackle. He's looking for the pylon, and he is shoved out of bounds. Looks like he's at the 1.
Should be a first down.
So that'll be a pickup of 10 on the play, a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line now for the Blue Devils. And they're quick to the line of scrimmage. They want to go here.
Barr's first completion of the day.
Barr is in the shotgun again. They have a single man, Parker Stevens, up there. Now they'll put him under center. Barr will fall forward, and he is in for the score. The Blue Devils on the board. 3:46 to play in the first, and they've made it an 8-6 contest. So Villa Grove takes advantage of a big play on the halfback pass, caps off the drive with a 1-yard run by their quarterback, Liam Barr, and now they'll try for the 2-point conversion to try to tie the game up at 8.
56 yards on the series there, I do believe. Didn't they start at 44?
They started that drive at their own 44. That is correct. At around the 7:16 mark, and they scored at the 3:46 mark. 2-point try here. Barr in the shotgun, trips right. See if he wants to throw to that single man to the left. Nope, looking to his right, has his man, and he breaks a tackle and is in for the 2-point try. Lane Rund, the sophomore, on the reception, and this game is tied at 8. 3:46 to play in the first. Camp Point Central and Villa Grove tied at 8 points apiece.
Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
3 minutes, 46 seconds to play in the game's opening quarter, and the game is tied at 8 points apiece on the Trash Queen scoreboard. So the Blue Devils will kick off now.
I think it's Nick Wilson.
Nick Wilson wearing the 58 is the kicker. And he will kick it with the left foot toward the sideline, and it's going to roll out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty.
I'd make him kick it again, but they probably won't. They'll take it at the 35, I'm going to guess.
And that's where the Panthers will start 1st and 10 at their own 35 with 3:46 to play in the first. So after a score by Camp Point Central, Villa Grove responds and gets the 2-point try to tie this game at 8 points apiece.
Real Net and Twine, north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, 285-5013 for all your concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and more. See the folks at Real Net and Twine.
1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line for the Panthers. Now a late whistle, and we'll have a timeout taken by Villa Grove. We'll pause as well. 3:46 to play in the first. Game tied at 8 on Central Illinois Sports.
Good neighbors, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
3:46 to play in the first. And Villa Grove took a timeout as Central is ready to start a drive from their own 35-yard line. Trying to maybe mix some things up on the defense a little bit to try to slow down this high-powered Panther outfit. Moore under center. He will hand it off to the left-hand side. That's Ginnenbacher. Breaks through a couple of arm tackles and is wrestled down near the 41-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be a 2nd and 4 from the 41-yard line. Ginnenbacher with a long stride out there at about 6'2", so when he falls forward, he always seems to gain an extra yard or so.
The only first down for the Panthers was the touchdown run.
Moore under center again of the double wing. Puts Williams in motion. They'll give it off to the fullback, Sterling Stotts. Looks like he's got the first down. He's across the 45 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 and a Panther first down.
Their second of the ball game, both on the ground. Or one was a pass, I should say.
A long 73-yard pass to Williams for the touchdown. Fresh set of downs at their own 46, 3:17 and counting in the first. Game tied at 8 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Nick Moore.
Basically 7 men on the line of scrimmage for Villa Grove.
Gives to the second back. That's Ginnenbacher. He falls forward. Looks like he's into Blue Devil territory down near the 49-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play and a 2nd and 5.
2:55 and counting left first quarter, tied at 8 on the Trash Queen scoreboard on Central Illinois Sports.
Panthers quick to the line here. Moore makes sure everybody's set. Sets up under center. Puts a man in motion and Ginnenbacher. He'll hand it off to Stotts, running the left side. Got a nice block from Ginnenbacher. Ball comes out. Ginnenbacher dives on it for the Panthers at the 46-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. And this will bring up a 3rd and 2.
Ginnenbacher delivered the blow on the great block to break him open. Then Stotts carried the ball and had it come away. Now we'll see Connor Griffin in at fullback as Stotts comes out for a play.
Also see Post come out on the line here.
They rotate a lot of linemen.
Moore under center. See if they try the hard count. Yeah, they do, and they draw them off sides.
5-yard
penalty.
Second penalty, 20 yards total, and the first down for the Panthers.
Trying to jump that snap count and got caught. This time did Villa Grove, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Camp Point Central to the 41. Oh, even mark it at the 40 with the nose resting on the line. 1st and 10. Yeah, the old 6-yard penalty. Double wing formations, the clock counting, just over 2 minutes to play in the first. Moore puts a man in motion, fakes to the motion man. Coming back around on the right-hand side is Williams, and he's tripped up, taken down. Zimmerman in on the stop. Also in on the tackle that time was Parker Knierman. And no gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Zimmerman must not get a lot of tackles. He was excited about that tackle.
It was a good hit. Moore under center again, 2nd and 10. Out of the no huddle. They put Ginnenbacher in motion. The fake to him. Back to pass, looking downfield. It's Williams again. And it's Williams, party of 6 to the end zone.
40-yard play for the touchdown. Panthers regain the lead, 14-8. At the 1:34 mark of the first quarter. A lot of points in the first quarter.
You had Garrett Williams with 2 touchdown receptions in your parlay today. We're joking, of course. You can't bet on high school athletics legally. And but he does have 2 touchdown receptions here in the first, and it's 14-8 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 1:34 to play, and the Panthers now in for the 2-point try.
There's money to be made in the IHSA. It's just not with us.
They'll try to sign a deal with FanDuel pretty quickly, I would say. Moore is under center. Put a man in motion, hand it off to the motion man. That Stotts has the corner and has the 2-point conversion. So, an answer to the answer, and the Camp Point Central Panthers lead the Villa Grove Blue Devils 16-8, 1:34 to play in the first.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
Camp Point Central regains the advantage 16-8 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. A drive that started at the 3:46 mark at their own 35 finishes at the 1:34 mark on a 40-yard touchdown pass to Garrett Williams, his second reception of the afternoon. Ginnebacher's got his hand in the air, ready to kick this one off, and he will fake the quick kick, and they'll spread out and looking to kick it again. The man who's returned it the first 2 times has been Gunnar Klein, the sophomore, and really the way he's returned it, I'd get away from him. They'll kick it now a little past him. Zimmerman will have a chance to pick it up at around the 18. Looking across the field to the 25-yard line, a little stutter step, gets by a man, penalty flag flies. Zimmerman down the far sideline, shoved out of bounds near the 37, but a flag back near the 31 in the area of a hold, and it was against Villa Grove. So that'll move the ball back to the 21-yard line, and that's where the Blue Devils will start first and 10 at their own 21 with 1:25 to play in the first.
Villa Grove with their third possession of the ball game. And they'll start, what'd you say, 21-yard line?
The ball will be back to the 21 with a penalty, yes.
Pike County Concrete. When you're in need of concrete for your next job, give Pike County Concrete a call, 285-5548 in Pittsfield and in Jacksonville. And the Moose Lodge. Great meals on Friday nights. Stop their pork chops now in the wintertime, but they're around to help you with many things like the coat drive they'll have in the near future.
So the worst field position of the day so far, they'll hand the ball off to Zimmerman. Penalty flag flies early in this one. Zimmerman going to be taken down near the line of scrimmage. In fact, a loss of a yard back to the 20. And is this going to be a hold? Or what will we see here? That flag flew early. I mean, I don't even know much it had time to develop yet. It came from the back, Judge, did it not?
It's kind of a weird place for it to come, so we'll have to see.
The white hat will tell us it's a personal foul, blocked below the waist against Villa Grove.
Half the distance.
That had to be a point of emphasis in about the last quarter of the season because we saw it called there and have never seen it called prior. Not consistently.
You tell me Brown County took an 8-0 lead early, huh?
Yes, they did. So the ball is back to the 10. First and long here. They've got to get out to the 31, so first and 21. Barr is in the pistol. He'll hand the ball off, a little reverse razzle-dazzle play, and the Panthers will hunt the man down. That's Lane Rund, I believe, on the run. Check. That is Parker Stevens as the carrier. He'll be taken down inside the 10, back down to the 9, a loss of a yard, and it's second and 22.
Negative yardage the last 3 carries for the squad from Villa Grove. So, as you said, that east to west running, they got to run downhill a little bit more. 50 seconds left.
Yeah, they actually handed that ball off to Zimmerman, and then he kind of behind his back handed it off to the back to try to get the misdirection to work there.
A counter with a counter.
40 seconds and counting in the first. Trips right, single receiver to the left. Barr does have Zimmerman with him in the backfield. A little bit of a low snap, back to pass, flushed out of the pocket. Man dives at his feet. They did a nice job to keep it contained at Alford on the outside that time. Coming in to make the hit on the tackle was Caleb Post. And slow to get up is the quarterback Barr up near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this will bring up a third down and 22. at the 10. Give them a gain of a yard, and that'll be the final play of the first. So after one quarter of first round action in Class 1A, it's the Camp Point Central Panthers leading the Villa Grove Blue Devils 16-8. Glad you're with us this afternoon on Central Illinois Sports.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Ready to start the second quarter of play, and it's a 16-8 advantage for Camp Point Central on top of Villa Grove. You got some score updates for us, Jack?
Well, Greenfield Northwestern with 2:09 left in the third quarter is up 22-0 now. Looks like they're going to hold serve for the second week. And Carrollton is up 28-7. They have not started the second half there. Brown County 8-7 in their contest.
Here it's 3rd and 21 yards to go from the 10 for Villa Grove. Liam Barr was slow to get up as he took a shot from behind, and those are the shots you have to worry about, the ones you don't see coming, but he is okay.
Beardstown up 15-7, Charlie.
On Williamsville. Wow.
9:15 left in the half.
Trips left, single receiver to the right-hand side as Barr is in the pistol, stands about his own 5. Takes the snap, low snap again, back to pass. Now looking for some running room, throws downfield. It is caught near the sideline by Lane Rund out across the 15 near the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play, and this will bring up a 4th down and 15.
Yep, and you would think that this would be punt formation.
Yeah, absolutely. He did a nice job to get both feet in bounds. You only have to get one in college, but in the high school game you have to get 2. Makes sense, right? And Villa Grove will punt from their own 5-yard line.
I'd back up a little bit with this punter.
It is a spiral kick toward the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds, I think, about the 43. They'll walk it off here. Now a penalty flag flies, and the Panthers will get a late hit. There's another flag. And we'll see where they did mark the ball at about the 43. It's pretty good eyes. And they will then tell us what the laundry is about here. Somebody went flying out of bounds near the end of it, so you would think it's a 15-yard penalty against the Panthers, as the man who went flying out of bounds was one of the Blue Devils. And
don't be surprised if you get an offsetting at the end of this, though.
The referee tells us it's a dead ball, personal foul against the Panthers, and it'll be a 15-yard penalty. And instead of having the ball at the 43 of Villa Grove, it'll be back at their own 42, correct?
I believe, right? It'll be 1st and 10.
Yep. Let's see where they mark it off to here. Is they had a couple of flags, and they're going to walk it off the 15-yard. And it will be at the 42, and that's where Central will take over 1st and 10 with 11:48 to play in the half.
If the officials just had the game on their phone now, we would have told them where it was going to go.
Moore will line up under center. Single receiver split out wide to the right-hand side is Alford. They will hand it off to the deep back. This is Williams looking for some running room. Breaks a tackle, gets outside across the 50. Spun down, taken out of bounds near the 46. Caught the 46-yard line of Villa Grove. A pick up on the play of 12 yards and a 1st and 10 for Garrett Williams.
5th first down of the ball game.
And they move the chains up to the line quickly. Come the Panthers. Double wing formation this time. Moore, the quarterback, under center, but not before we see a timeout called by Villa Grove, as they were a man short on the defensive side. 11:41 to play in the first. 16-8 Camp Point Central on top of Villa Grove. Back after this.
The Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop features all of your favorite specialty espresso drinks. Enjoy over 50 fabulous flavors of Lotus and try the new Soda Mixology with exciting flavor combinations added to your favorite Pepsi product. Come see us at the Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop today. The Rustic Market is a small town treasure. Come discover unique gifts, home decor, and a variety of specialty foods. Find fun clothes from size small to 3X and a personal stylist to outfit you from head to toe. And new merchandise weekly. Explore the Rustic Market today.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
After the timeout by Villa Grove, Camp Point Central will have it 1st and 10 from their opponent's 46-yard line. 11:41 to play in the half. It is a 16-8 advantage for the Panthers.
Panthers, with that play, got most of the penalty plus some back, I do believe, right?
Just about. They're about 3 yards away from where the drive would have started. They put a man in motion. They'll hand off to the second back, Williams. Both hands on the ball. Big gain on the play. Inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line, a gain of 13, and another 1st and 10. And Garrett Williams having a big day.
27 yards and 3 carries, along with 113 yards in pass plays, both of them for touchdowns.
And now that they've gotten Villa Grove on their heels a little bit to have to guard against that pass, the running game really starting to work. Moore under center. Puts Ginnenbacher in motion, fakes the end around to him. Back to pass, sets his feet downfield. It's Williams again. He will be taken down at the... Oh, he's in. He's in for the score. It's Garrett Williams for the 3rd time today on a touchdown reception. This one comes from the 33-yard line, and the Panthers now have a 2-score lead.
33 yards?
33-yard strike to make it 22-8 Camp Point Central, and Williams having one of his biggest days of his career on the receiving side of things.
How about Moore? 149 yards as he is 4 for 5 passing and 3 touchdowns.
And now a 2-point conversion try. Moore will be under center. Puts a man in motion left to right, hands it off to Stotts, the right-hand side. He's trying to get a push, and he is down, but across the goal line.
That took forever.
A delayed signal, but it is a 24-8 advantage for Camp Point Central as they have the lead over Villa Grove. Back after this.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
11:20 to play in the half, 24-8 advantage for Camp Point Central on the 3rd touchdown reception of the afternoon by the senior Garrett Williams. This time a 33-yard catch.
Minden down 14-7 now to Nashville.
Ross Riley is in to kick off now for Camp Point Central.
Watch for something else now.
And they will fake the onside. And now go back to kick. Ross Riley is a 6'1", 175-pound junior for Camp Point Central.
Ginnenbacher's last kick was a good one.
It's a line drive kick down the middle of the field right at Zimmerman from the 25-yard line, looking for some room, and he scampers across the 30 to the 33, and that's where Villa Grove will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line with 11:13 to play in the half.
Didn't take the Panthers long to score that last time, did it?
No, and we just talked about that things would be opened up on the running side. And I think Villa Grove thought the same thing. All right, they're going to keep it on the ground here now. And then they went to the air again. And Garrett Williams was able to get in just far enough for the score. A pretty big drive right here for Villa Grove, I would say. 2 receivers left, a single receiver to the right as Barr's in the pistol. He takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff, keep it himself, and is going to be taken down after a short gain on the play up to the 34, a gain of a yard. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 from the 34. Stotts in on the stop.
7 carries for Barr now for a -2 yards.
And the speed of that linebacker core and secondary for Camp Point Central has been on display on the defensive side.
You run into Procton and Post in the middle there, and some of the other defensive big guys in the middle, like Keaton Dickhout, who's been really playing some great defense.
So 2nd down and 9. Trips set to the right-hand side. A single receiver out on this end is the quarterback Barr. They'll do a direct snap to Lane Rund, and Rund on the run. Takes the ball up across the 37 to the 38, it appears, a gain of 4. And this will bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Rund's got a couple of passes, his first running play of the day for 4 yards.
He's a sophomore. He also threw the ball earlier.
Yep.
And threw pretty well.
Yep, 39-yard pass play for him.
It's kind of the Swiss Army knife for the Blue Devils. Can do it all. Just under 10 minutes to play in the half.
Means he's looking sharp, right?
Yeah, and he can do it all.
That's right.
Trips left. Barr in the pistol. Takes the snap, going to run the option. And pitches it at the last moment to Zimmerman, and he'll be taken out. Up near the 40-yard line.
Get him,
Bacher in on the stop to the 40. That's a gain of 2, and this will bring up a 4th down and 3.
Who is the ball carrier?
Zimmerman on the pitch. And they'll bring the punt team on, and I can tell you, Jack, I know it's 4th, and it's a long 3, in fact, from the 40. I would be tempted to go for it here if I were Villa Grove.
When you're 24-8 in the playoff game with 9:14 and counting left in the first half, you got to try something. So you got to pay attention to what that punter's doing right now.
And the Panthers really don't even send anybody back. They'll have this punt go high. It's not extremely long, and it'll take a bounce in the wrong direction now and roll dead at the 43. And that's where Central will take over 1st and 10 at their own 43. So they're going to get good field position with 8:57 to play in the 2nd quarter.
LSSD Trucking, 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808 for all your trucking needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional staff. And we tell you about Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield. Across from the airport, 285-5013. Tracy and Rick doing a great job. Stop out and see them. They've been employing a lot of people lately, a lot of young people getting some work in at Real Net and Twine.
So 1st and 10 from their own 43 for Camp Point Central. More under center, and they draw the defensive front off sides, and it'll make it a 1st and 5 instead from the 48.
45 yards in penalty that way. Panthers have had 1 personal foul for 15 yards.
And if you just haven't played against this Panther offense before, you can get caught on some of those things.
Rotation of the offensive and defensive linemen is what's so impressive to me with the Panthers. They're keeping fresh bodies out there on the line all the time. That's hard to do in 1A football.
Yep, and they're quick to the line too, which makes the defense always feel like they're in a hurry. Under center is Moore. They want to go to the air here, and up they'll hand it off to Stotts. Stotts has the 1st down as he's trying to get outside now. Dives forward to the 45-yard line of Villa Grove, and he does have enough for a 1st down on the 7-yard pickup.
Stotts now with 23 yards, the 8th 1st down for the Panthers on 6 carries for Stotts. And when he gets outside there, you can forget about it. He's got great speed if he can get outside that tackle.
Quick to the line again, 8:45 and counting in the 2nd. Moore sends a man in motion. That's Williams. He'll hand it off to Stotts again. Stotts inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6. 2nd and 4. And a
Reinhardt down slow, and then somebody from the Panthers down on the bottom. Is that Stotts?
He got the big boy, DeAndre Reinhardt, who checks in at about 268 pounds. And Stotts is a little slow to get up. They'll bring the trainer out to take a peek at him, and we'll step aside. 8:30 to play in the half. 24-8 the advantage for Camp Point Central.
This is Cammie and Joe.
They are the sales force for CASCOM business and residential services. You may see them in your community, offering deals and services from CASCOM. At CASCOM, we understand your concerns about potential scams. Our courteous and professional sales team will always present identification when visiting with you. If for any reason you have questions or concerns, please contact us at 1-800-252-1799.
Thanks, and we'll be
8:30 to play in the half. 24-8 advantage for Camp Point Central, and Sterling Stott's having to be helped up the field with what appears to be some sort of an ankle injury.
Yep, that right ankle looks tender right now. And say a little prayer for Sterling. Let's see if we can get him feeling better here on the sidelines. They'll take care of him here. We're about 8:30 before the half, and hopefully we can see him in the second half. I would think we'd see Connor Griffin. Is that who we're going to see? Could be Riley, Graves, or Griffin. Lemansky out for the season, too, so we will not see Avery Lemansky, who was a normal backup fullback. It's going to be Griffin, the sophomore.
Connor Griffin, the 5'8", 165-pound sophomore, checks into the fullback spot. Second down and 4 from the 39-yard line. Moore's under center, a fellow sophomore. Puts a man in motion left to right. They'll hand it off to the motion man. That's Williams looking for the corner. Has it. 25, 20, 15. Breaks a tackle. Tiptoeing along the sideline, but they say he steps out of bounds at the 11. Out of bounds at the 11. A 28-yard pickup and a first and 10 from the 11-yard line for the Panthers. Williams nearly with another score.
Now Williams with 58 yards, and that should put him solidly over 1,000 yards in the season. He was a bit short, I think, going into the game.
So he actually put the ball at the 12.
So he and Genenbacher both will be there. So what was the yardage on the play?
Oh, well, one less yard than you had before.
Okay.
27-yard pickup. Now they'll hand it off to the sophomore fullback. This is Griffin. Griffin will be taken down near the 5. That's a 7-yard pickup and brings up a second and 3.
Griffin can play either one of the wings or fullback, so he's got good speed also, and the speed just keeps on coming.
So Griffin with his first carry of the game. Now they'll also bring on to the field Gavin Graves, a 5'9" junior, and send Williams out for a moment on this play. And Genenbacher may be getting it here. Under center is Moore. They'll put Genenbacher in motion. They'll hand it off to him on the second back on the left side. He stretches out, but is down at the 1. That'll be enough for a first down, and it should be first and goal at the 1-yard line.
Genenbacher now with 20 yards, 11 first downs for the Panthers on the day, leading 24-8 on the Trash Queen scoreboard.
And knocking on the door right here are the Panthers. 7:47 to play in the half.
Stay tuned for the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show.
Moore under center. QB keeper here, you think? He takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback. And Griffin is stood up at the half-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be second and goal at the 1.
A lot of times here is when you'll see the quarterback keep it, and he'll head for that right pylon, as you were talking.
I just might put your head down and try to fall forward here.
He doesn't do that often.
You're about the half-yard line. Moore under center. Talks to the fullback here, puts a man in motion. He'll hand it off on a little pitch to the second back, and a dangerous play where the man gets in for the score.
That's
a touchdown as Gavin Graves got the ball. It was kind of just thrown up for grabs, and Graves grabs it, and he puts the Panthers on top 30-8. Things got a little dicey there. Not sure what the real design of the play was there. It works out as Graves is able to take it in from a yard out.
Michigan used to run the fumble risky.
And now the Panthers will try to go for the 2-point try.
This is a game that was tied at 8, 16-8 after one quarter. Panthers have had a big second quarter.
Moore under center once again, trying for the 2-point try. They've been good so far today. He'll hand it off to the second back. Nope, Moore keeps it himself at the quarterback spot, looking for the pylon. He's in. In for 2. 32-8. Camp Point Central stretches out the advantage here with 7:08 to play in the second quarter. They're on top of the Villa Grove Blue Devils. And we're back with you following this timeout.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Where do you go before the game, during the game, or after the game? It's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point. They invite you to stop by after the game tonight. They'll have a limited menu of food for 30 minutes after the game. Join them on Mondays 4 to 11, kitchen open till 9. Closed Tuesdays. Wednesdays they feature smoked meat. Try the wings, the best around. For a cold drink and great food, it's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point on the south side of the track. Stop by before the game, during the game, or after the game at Jersey's in Camp Point.
7:08 to play in the half. 32-8 advantage for Camp Point Central as Gavin Graves gets his first touchdown of the afternoon. He says to Garrett Williams, quit being so selfish, let somebody else score one of these. And the two-point try was good to make it this 32-8 advantage. And Ross Riley now ready to put the ball in the air on the kickoff.
Carrollton up 47-7 late in their game. Greenfield up 30-0 late in their game.
So the WIVC with a good showing so far today. Here's the kick by Riley. Zimmerman's going to try to chase it down. He picks it up at around his own 14-yard line. Looking for some forward progress. Rushes ahead across the 25, 30, and is drugged down out near the 33. And that's where Villa Grove will start this drive. 1st and 10 from their own 33 with 7:01 to play in the half.
I'm impressed with the way that this young man runs the ball on the kickoff returns, aren't you?
Yep, called the 34, in fact.
Pretty impressive.
He runs hard.
Nothing from the Arcola up 14-0 on West Central in the second quarter of their game, it says.
Lena Winslow's up 46-0 in their game.
15-13 Beardstown second quarter action over Williamsville. How about that?
What was the score?
15-13.
Well, field goal in that one, huh? Barr going to hand it off to Zimmerman. Has a hole right side and is going to be taken down near the 37-yard line. A gain of 3. It brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Post and Ginnenbacher in on the tackle that time.
All resting right at the 30, between the 37 and 38-yard line.
You know, Proct is 320 pounds, but he's solid built. My goodness.
Yeah, he's been chasing the quarterback a couple times here today, too. He's got decent speed for a big guy. Barr going to run the option. Nope, this is actually the second man run who's carried it a couple of times today. Up at the 43-yard line is where he's finally taken down. A gain of 6 on the play. Let's bring up a 3rd and 1.
Been a while since Villa Grove's had a first down. They've got 4 in the ball game. They're just a yard short of getting another one here.
So a 3rd down and a yard to go here for the Blue Devils as the quarterback Liam Barr brings the play in from the sideline. Getting those steps in today is Barr. Are you allowed to wear a like an Apple Watch during the game? Probably not. Probably some kind of communication device.
Yeah, well, if you got to pay $57 to do it, I think.
2 receivers right. They'll run the option to the right-hand side. This again is Rund. Rund will keep it himself, and he's closed in on right near the line of scrimmage, shy of the line of gain, and it's 4th and 1. Ginnenbacher in on the stop.
You see Barr was about 10 yards down the field the other way. Kind of wonder if maybe Rund was looking to throw a pass to him. You know, he threw a 39-yarder earlier.
We got Barr under center. They're going for it. 4th and 1. He doesn't have it.
Nope.
They stymied him at the line of scrimmage, and that'll be a turnover on downs, and the Panthers will get the ball at their opponent's 43-yard line.
You're giving the Panthers the ball with 5:11 left in the half. Already up 32-0. Very dangerous situation there. They tried to be quick, but it just didn't work out.
I didn't disagree with the play call, where it was. And as quickly as they went, but Camp Point Central was ready and able to get the stop, and they'll take over 1st and 10 from the Blue Devil 43-yard line with 5:11 to play in the half.
One of the big things the Panthers do different this year is they go no huddle a lot after this first time they huddle up, and it really puts the defense back and have to work a lot harder. They've had success after kind of being stymied early.
And it makes it tougher for the defense to sub, too. Moore's under center, puts a man in motion, hands to the motion man. This is Williams looking for the outside, has a blocker out in front, turns the corner, 25, 20, 15, and taken out of bounds. Taken out near the 13-yard line, a gain of 30 yards on the play, and a 1st and 10 from the 13.
30 more for Williams on the day, 87 on the day, another first down, the 12th.
How about the lead block out there?
Post.
I think it was Dicku, wasn't it?
Was it Dicku?
I thought he had the lead that time.
And he got his hands out in front of him to make something happen. We got a time on the field. We'll take it to 32-8. Panthers with the lead. 5:03 left and a half after these.
Hi, I'm Tammy Brewer. My husband and I are the owner and operators of Nucci's Bar and Restaurant. At Nucci's, we feature salmon, steaks, burgers, sandwiches, all Italian specialties made from our own recipes. You are guaranteed a high-quality, delicious meal every time you visit. People come from all over to dine in. We have live music on the weekends, which adds to the relaxing environment here. You can check out our Facebook page for our entertainment schedule. We recently opened a second business, Brewed Coffee House and Eatery. There we offer handcrafted beverages like lattes and macchiatos and cappuccinos. And we also specialize in paninis and salads and subs, and we even have ice cream. We're excited to provide another restaurant that serves the needs of our community. Come on down. We look forward to serving you.
.5:03 to play in the first half. 32-8 advantage for Camp Point Central. Villa Grove called their final timeout of the half a moment ago. Trying to slow down this offensive attack of Camp Point Central. Quarterback Moore under center. Takes the snap, hands it off along the right-hand side. Griffin, the ball carrier, and he'll be taken down. Fumbled, but the ball was already out of bounds near the 5-yard line. Looks like a gain of 8 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 2. All right at the 5, it appears, and then resting right in the middle of that 5-yard line.
Griffin lowered the shoulder that time and got all he could.
Also got Ross Riley lined up in the backfield at the fullback spot. Moore, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands it off to Ginnenbacher, left side, and he is in for the touchdown. Isaac Ginnenbacher takes it in from 5 yards out, and that makes it a 38-8 Panther advantage. It's been a big second quarter for this Camp Point Central squad. It was 16-8 after a quarter, but here the Panthers have stretched it out 38-8.
3:40 left first quarter. It was 8-8. Since then, it's been all Panthers.
Minden Unity draws within a touchdown of Nashville. 21-14 at the half. Record triplet on a touchdown reception for the Mustangs. Under center from the 2-point try is Moore. He'll run the play action, dumps it off, and it's a diving catch by Alford, and makes it 40-8. Camp Point Central with the advantage on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 4:54 to play in the half on Central Illinois Sports.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
4:54 to play in the half. 40-8 is the Camp Point Central advantage now as Ginnebacher gets into the touchdown, and the two-point try, good again for this Panther squad, and they've been perfect so far today in that category.
5 of 6, 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points for more on the air on the day.
Ross Riley is in to kick this off once again. A little low line drive kick, going to be taken by one of the up men and then fumbled. He'll dive back on it at the 41-yard line, and that's where the Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10 at their own 41.
After the Panthers punted, they have scored on 5 possessions in a row now.
4:51 to play in the half. 1st and 10 from their own 41 for the Villa Grove Blue Devils. And can they get a little momentum here before the half?
Hope you'll stay tuned for the Cartons Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. Tell you lots about the stats and the scoring drives.
They'll put Barr under center here. Put a man in motion from the left to the right. Barr takes the snap, hands it to the deep back Zimmerman, looking for running room. Man, not much room there. Now he'll turn it upfield and get positive yardage out of it. Up near the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Took a long time for that play to develop, but Zimmerman then had a head of steam and could have got even more.
Problem is, though, this defensive front of Camp Point Central is blowing the offensive line of Villa Grove off the ball right now. They were 2 or 3 yards deep in the backfield on that play.
Winner of this one will play the winner of Nokomis and Central A&M, who was here a couple of weeks ago. They don't start till like 5 o'clock tonight, I don't believe.
That's right.
You could probably at halftime send an assistant coach or two to go scout that. I know you get films, but live scout.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left-hand side. Barr takes the snap, hands it to Zimmerman, running right, looking for a hole to go through there, and not much this time. A gain of a yard out to the 45, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 6. So 3rd down and 6 from the 45 for Villa Grove.
Williamsville up 21-15 on Beardstown at halftime. Beardstown, what a great first half for them. Looks like Greenfield Northwestern and Carrollton are both going to move on. Minden Unity got a fight on their hands, 21-14. They trail right before the half against Nashville. Does Minden Unity pace it?
A key 3rd down and 6 play here from their own 45 for Villa Grove. Barr takes the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, looking down the middle of the field, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. As the intended man was Kiesel, and that stops the clock with 3:14 to play in the half. And we'll see.
I mean,
Villa Grove, I would punt here.
Boy, needs to put a hit on him on that one, did he not?
Ooh. It looks like the Blue Devils may go for it here. 4th and 6 from their own 45, and that's a lot different than the 4th and 1 they went for that they did not get the last time. If you're Camp Point Central, have to be wary of the hard count here. Try to make something, a little more manageable. 3:14 to play in the half. Clock stopped at the incompletion. 2 receivers out to the left-hand side, a single man to the right. Barr is in the shotgun with the running back to his left and right this time. He'll fake the handoff, back to pass, looking down the middle of the field, and it's well overthrown on the intended receiver in Braden Dowler. And that incomplete pass will turn it over on downs with 3 minutes, 11 seconds to play in the half, and a drive that time for Villa Grove that lasted just 1 minute and 40 seconds. So 3:11 in the half, 1st and 10 from the Villa Grove 45-yard line for Camp Point Central, and looking to extend on what is already a big lead.
Panthers will have the ball here with 3:11 left in the half. I think they've got their timeouts left if they need them, right?
That is correct. 3 timeouts remaining. Villa Grove does not have a timeout left. Double wing formation for Camp Point Central. Moore is under center. Puts Ginnebacher in motion. They'll hand it off to Williams, running back to this side. Snakes through a hole, breaks a tackle, spins, and is taken down near the 35-yard line. Should be close to a 1st down, and they'll say move the sticks, give him a 10-yard gain.
97 yards for him in the first half on 6 carries. Not to mention 146 yards in the air.
So a 1st and 10 here for Camp Point Central. Clock counting down with just over 3 minutes to play in the half. Moore checks the line, calls him set, takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback Griffin. Griffin looking to get the corner. He will be drugged down now, shy of the 25 to around the 27-yard line. Pickup of 7 yards on the play, Jack. A solid run, brings up a 2nd down and 3.
23 yards for him on 4 carries on the day with 2:30 and counting left in the half. Lots of time left for the Panthers, 27 yards to go. Post comes
the huddle here as they bring some new linemen in and out. You just never see, and as we see Riley come in as the fullback spot, you just never see those guys come in and look like they're not ready to go, do you? Moore's under center, puts a man in motion left to right, hands it off to the second back. Penalty flag flies here. Drew Paben was the ball carrier, the 5'8" sophomore. And we'll see what happens as he is down to the 25-yard line.
Looks like a hold possibly.
And let's see what the officials sort out here. 2:08 to play in the half. It is a dead ball. Oh, okay, just a false start.
I thought the right guard was a little early on that play, honestly.
So it'll be a 2nd and 8 from the 32.
Yep. Dylan Dickhout doing a tremendous job out there on one side, Keaton Dickhout on the other side. Wow, they are making some holes. Of course, doing a good job in the middle. People like Warren Meyer and Trenton Orr.
It's a short 8, isn't it? Looks closer to 7. 2nd out here. Single receiver split out wide to the left-hand side is Carter Eiler. Moore, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands it off on the left-hand side. Ginnenbacher looking for some running room. Penalty flag as there's a hold. Ginnenbacher fighting for yardage. He's got the 1st down. Now it's taken down near the 15, and that's going to be negated with the hold back at the 34.
Cole Prock's going to be held for or called on that hold. He blocked the guy, but then kind of hooked him, I guess, at the end. Cole usually a defensive lineman, but getting some offensive time in.
So it'll be 2nd and, well, even longer. You've got to get to the 25. They'll have the ball at about the 44-yard line.
Should be 17.
2nd and 19.
Nope, 19. Okay. So my question is, do you count that as a 12-yard penalty or do you count it as a 10-yard penalty? He lost 12 yards from the line
from the point of infraction, though.
Yeah.
2nd and 19 with just under 2 minutes to play in the half. From the 44 now for Camp Point Central. They're headed the wrong direction.
They'll get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, too.
Moore under center. He will hand it off. No, keeps it himself, rolling to the right. Zimmerman going to chase him down near the 35-yard line. They'll keep the clock rolling. It's a gain of 9 on the play.
That surprised me. They kept the clock rolling. I thought he was out of bounds, no doubt about it.
Should be near the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. So from the 35-yard line, 1:27 and counting in the half. And the Panthers do call a timeout to preserve some clock here. 1:27 to play in the first half. It's Camp Point Central on top of Villa Grove by a score of 40-8.
Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutoSalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales. Brian Dickhout Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickhout Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickhout Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickhout Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Panthers out of the timeout, have a 3rd and 10 from their opponent's 35-yard line. Moore's under center. He will go back to pass. Looking downfield, lofts it up down there for Ginnenbacher. He's got it, and he will go for a touchdown. Ginnenbacher on the touchdown grab. Takes it into the end zone on the 35-yard touchdown pass and the 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon for the sophomore quarterback Moore.
177 yards and 4 touchdown passes on the day for this young man.
And a 46-8 lead now for Camp Point Central on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 3-2-0-43-20 for Trash Queen. And this 2-point conversion key, because it could determine whether or not the second half starts with the running clock.
I'll bet you Jersey's is going to be hopping tonight. Halloween party at Jersey's. Hope they're watching the game today and enjoying it. James and the gang, hope you're having a good time.
What are you dressing up as for Halloween, Jack?
I'm going to go as an announcer and have some wings, I think. What do you think?
Under center is Moore. Puts a man in motion left to right. Hands to the motion man. That's Williams. Williams stutter steps and now is in for the 2-point try. Makes it 48-8. Camp Point Central with the lead. 1:20 to play in the first half. Panthers will kick it off after this.
Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. B&R Heating and Cooling HVAC service is the best local choice. Phone 217-285-2856. They offer all types of HVAC services on all units. B&R can also service commercial refrigeration units, freezers, coolers. B&R Heating and Cooling HVAC service. If you're not, they make you cool. Right now as we head to winter, get your heating units checked out. 285-2856. B&R Heating and Cooling in Pittsfield.
1:20 to play in the half. 48-8 advantage for Camp Point Central. Leading the Villa Grove Blue Devils here this afternoon as the sun comes out now.
Call it a final, 30-6. Greenfield Northwestern moves on to the next round.
So the Tigers and company moving on. Joe Pembroke's squad, the dominating win. Ross Riley into the kickoff here for Camp Point Central. Zimmerman is the deep man for Villa Grove. Riley will put his foot into this one. It'll head toward the sideline and go out of bounds near the 31-yard line. And so that will be a penalty, and the Blue Devils does not appear like they're going to make them re-kick. Take the ball to the 35, correct, Jack?
Correct. Have a minute 20 with no timeouts left from the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for Villa Grove.
So it's a tough task to try to get on the board here in the final 120 for the Blue Devils, but we'll see what their squad comes out with here.
You know, the passing early, if they would have just been on the mark, they would have had a couple of touchdowns. They still got that available to them in Bar.
They do have Lane Rund now lined up at the quarterback spot. Trips right. Zimmerman stands to his right in the backfield. Rund will throw a quick pass out to the right-hand side. Hits Kiesel, and Kiesel is going to be wrestled down for a loss. Forward progress will be marked to the 31-yard line, a loss of 4, and brings up a 2nd and 14 from the 31. Panthers just flying around on the defensive side.
Yeah, Rund had 39 yards in his first pass, a halfback pass, now 35 in 2 attempts.
Call the ball at the 32-yard line, in fact. So just a 3-yard loss. 50 seconds to play in the half. 2 receivers out to the left as Rund will be in the gun. He is a sophomore. He will keep it himself now, trying to make something out of it here. He's elusive. Back to the 37-yard line, a pickup on the play of 5, and it's a 3rd and 8.
Stats coming your way, 285-5400 for Carnes Communication, our halftime sponsor. Hope you'll stay tuned. We'll recap the scoring and do some stats, talk about some other scores. Charlie will have those for you at halftime as we take a little break here.
Could possibly be the final play of the first half. Trips left, clock counting down with 10 seconds. Run, back to pass, out of a little trouble, juggled it in, throws it downfield, incomplete. We'll stop the clock with 5.4 seconds to bring up a 4th down.
Just didn't get the ball from the center real clean, and so it kind of messed up his timing, I think.
4th down if you're Villa Grove. Probably try to run one more play here.
5 seconds left. run just a sophomore. Only guy on the program of 5 that isn't listed as a quarterback.
He is playing the QB spot with trips to his left, single receiver right. Moves Zimmerman up to his right now for some extra protection. He'll fake the handoff. Runt will keep it on the run up the middle. Has the first down up to the 46-yard line. A gain on the play of 9, and that's how the first half comes to an end. We take you to the Cards Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. It's Camp Point Central in the driver's seat of this one, 48-8 over Villa Grove. Halftime stats and analysis your way after this.
U.S. Cellular, we believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours. Any of our 5G phones with no trade-in or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular. Visit Cards Communications, a U.S. Cellular authorized agent, located at 224 East Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Press Yours On You designs promotional items and create just about anything to showcase your company. Communities celebrate their school spirit and turn to us too for screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and more. Press Yours On You, Highway 24, Camp Point.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
It's the Cards Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. It's 48-8 Camp Point Central on top of Villa Grove here at the halftime break. And if you just joined in the second quarter, late especially, you'd say, man, Camp Point Central, they were really in control of this one. Well, Jack, it was an 8-8 game, and to start the second quarter, it was just 16-8.
I'll say 7:09 left first quarter, 73-yard pass to Williams on the second possession for the Panthers from Nick Moore for the touchdown. 73 yards, a pass to Alford for the two-point conversion from 3 yards out, made it 8-0 Panthers. Quickly, Villa Grove came back at the 3:40 mark of the first quarter and a 1-yard run by their quarterback, Barr, and then the run on the pass play from 3 yards tied the game up at 8-8. But the Panthers would score again on a 40-yard pass from Moore to Williams at the 1:34 mark. Stotts would take it in from 3 yards out, 16-8 Panthers. That was the score at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter action, 11 minutes left in a half, a 33-yard pass play to Williams. Stotts in a 3-yard run. Have you heard that song before? 24-8. Then at the 7:08 mark, Graves ran it in from 1 yard out. Moore, the quarterback, with a 3-yard run. It was 32-8 Panthers. With 4:54 left in a half, it was Ginnenbacher who, why didn't I get the distance on that one? That was a good one, too. Just a second.
A catch?
Yeah.
35 yards.
Oh, I got the 35-yard. I was trying to figure out on his touchdown run.
5 yards.
5 yards on the run there. I didn't write that one down. Sorry. And Alford on the 3-yard pass for Moore. 40-8 Panthers. 1:20 left in the half. Ginnenbacher on a 35-yard pass play. Williams on a 3-yard run. 48-8 at halftime. A phenomenal first half for the Panthers. Panthers rushed the ball 21 times for 168 yards. Passed the ball 5 of 6 times. Let's make it 6 of 7 times, I should say, in the first half for 172 yards unofficially. Garrett Williams led the way with 3 receptions, all for touchdowns, 146 yards. Ginnenbacher with a touchdown pass from 35 yards. Alford with 2 two-point conversions from 3 yards out for 6 total yards. Moore having a day in the first half, too. Panthers were penalized 32 yards on 3 penalties. On the other side, 22 rushes, 51 yards for Villa Grove. They were 3 of 10 passing from the quarterback Barr. Run was 2 for 3 passing for 35 yards. Barr had 19 yards, 54 total yards for them. Penalties, 45 yards in penalties in 5 plays. Lane Run had 9 yards on the receptions, 10 yards for Brady Cloudfelder on 1 reception, 39 yards to Parker Stevenson from Run, and minus 4 yards for Eliza Kiesel. 23 yards rushing on 5 carries for Lane Run, 3 carries for 15 yards for Parker Stevenson. Barr carried the ball 8 times for a minus 2 yards, 16 yards for Zimmerman on 6 carries in the first half. For the Panthers, Sterling Stotts, before he hurt that ankle, had 29 yards and 7 carries, 1 yard for Gavin Graves, and that was a touchdown. 20 yards for Ginnenbacher on 4 carries, 100 yards for Garrett Williams in the first half on 7 carries. Nick Moore with 2 carries for 12 yards, and Connor Griffin in there with 4 carries for 23 yards. Panthers had 14 first downs, make it 15 with the touchdown. And on the other side, 4 first downs for Villa Grove. They all came in the first quarter. We'll take a break here at halftime of the Carnes Communication US Cellular Halftime Show, and more will come your way after this on our halftime break. Stay tuned on Central Illinois Sports. Is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
Pikeland Motors, located on the east side of the square in Pittsfield, is the place to go for your next new or used vehicle purchase. Plus, they have great service after the sale. Call Pikeland Motors at 285-2196. And after your trip to Pikeland with that new vehicle, head on down to the Riverbank in Florence. Great steak night every Thursday night. The drinks are cold, the food is hot at the Riverbank in Florence, on the banks of the Illinois River, and sometimes in it. Thanks to Doug Daniel and Riverbank and Pikeland Motors for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy. Griffin Signs in Time is a full-service sign company that can complete any project from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the right direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition to potential customers. Put the right sign in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Quincy, call 217-228-7470. It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say, Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Just because your kids are back to school doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your fitness routine. Illini Fitness is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're a busy parent, college student, night owl, or early riser, our hours now fit your schedule. Call to find out about our affordable memberships at 285-5635 or learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org/fitness. Illini Fitness, located at 128 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. With our many locally owned businesses, great variety of restaurants, historic sites, and recreational opportunities, there's truly something for everyone. While visiting, make sure to check out Lake Pittsfield for great fishing, boating, and camping opportunities, and check out the Disc Golf Course. Mayor Gary Mendenhall and the citizens of Pittsfield are excited to see you on your next visit to Pittsfield, Illinois.
We welcome you back on the Carnes Communication US Cellular Halftime Show. 48-8 is the lead at this halftime break for Camp Point Central on top of Villa Grove. Taking a look at some scores here from around the area. We can tell you Murfreesboro and Macomb are tied at 8 points apiece. Nope, late breaking news. Macomb just ran the kickoff back, 79-yard touchdown, and they lead Murfreesboro now 14-8 with just over 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. We can tell you that Tri-Valley gets by Rock Ridge 47-42. That was a 15 seed playing a 2 seed in that contest, and so Tri-Valley just does survive to advance in the Class 2A playoffs. Let's see what else we have here for you. We did know that Rochester's on top of Cahokia 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, so a low-scoring game for the Rochester Rockets. Maroa Forsyth with a victory, the 200th of the career of Josh Jostis, the head coach there. 33-15 the final there, and they head to Pana in round number 2. Carrollton defeated Shelbyville handily 47-7 in their contest. Bishop Mack beat Knoxville 42-14 in a 2A playoff game as well. The Red Storm of United, well, their upset bid comes to an end, losing to Iroquois West 35-29. Toledo Cumberland is trailing Brown County 16-14 with 5:57 to play in the third. Toledo scored on a 69-yard drive and kicked the extra point to be down by 2. So kind of perplexing there. They've done that twice. They were down 8-0, kicked the extra point, and then kicked it again. So maybe they're hoping for a kicking opportunity on a field goal side to come away late in that contest. In an 8-man game, Polo beat West Prairie 66-8. Sterling Newman was a winner over Mercer County on the road. Sterling Newman wins 33-24 in a 2A contest there. In 8A, Lincoln Way East beats Oswego East 23-6. And Amboy defeated Aquin. That's also in a 8-man football contest. 52-28 was the final there. Farmington picked up a easy win, 42-6 over El Paso in a Class 2A matchup there. Farmington, a very, very solid squad this year. Rushville's season comes to an end, 34-6, a loss to Colfax Ridgeview at home for the Rushville Industry Rockets. And Johnston City, another 1A opponent, possibly. They are in 2A, aren't they? They will play at Mater Dei next week, and they beat Lawrenceville 43-12, as that was a final in that contest in Class 2A. Here, it is a 48-8 advantage for the Camp Point Central Panthers on top of the Villa Grove Blue Devils. We'll pause for a break on the Carnes Communication US Cellular halftime show. Get set for the second half after this.
TJ's Truck Service is proud to serve the area with a complete truck hauling service. They offer grain, rock, fertilizer, seed, and liquid fertilizer hauling for you. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated would like to wish the Panthers a safe and successful season and recognize the senior boys and coaching staff for their leadership and hard work. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated for the long haul and the short one too, 217-617-6667. For all those hard-working diesel engines and combines, tractors, and trucks, Logan Ag recommends PowerMax Premium Diesel Fuel. Logan Ag PowerMax Diesel is packed with multifunctional additives which help clean the fuel system, extend filter life, add lubricity, and restore horsepower. You might even notice reduced fuel consumption. You get it all in Logan PowerMax Premium Diesel. Logan Ag, serving agriculture since 1962. Press Yours on You would like to thank everyone in our community for your support in the past 15 years. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space with spirit wear for Unity Mustangs, Liberty Eagles, Brown County Hornets, and our hometown Central Panthers. Businesses, let us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. We are excited to now offer lasered hat patches. With limitations on attendance to local sporting events, we are excited to help bring you this game. Press Yours on You, 506 Westwood, Camp Point, Illinois. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carls, Nathan Jansen, and Brad Wellman, Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
Welcome to Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices.
Welcome back on the Kearns Communication USA. Their halftime show, 48-8 is the lead for the Camp Point Central Panthers on top of the Villa Grove Blue Devils. And, Jack, the Central Panthers will also get the ball to start the second half and what will be a quick second half with the running clock.
It will be, Charlie, and a game that started out, I was talking to the officials at halftime. They said, boy, it's a dandy game for the first 9 minutes or so until the Panthers kind of got untracked. Apparently, Crete Monet must have got untracked. They beat Chatham today 51-0. I don't remember the last time Chatham got beat 51-0 by anybody, maybe other than Rochester. East St. Louis up 30-0 over Riverside Brookfield, who got to find out where East St. Louis was today. It's a little bit of a trip. Nice little drive. And tell you what, the winner of this game will play against the winner of Nokomis, who's the 8th-rated team, and the 9th-rated team, and Central A&M, who ended up in that position because they decided to play the Panthers on a forfeit week for both of them in Week 8. Panthers got a 44-14 win, but that means nothing when the playoffs come, and especially when you travel, especially if you travel the other direction. It will be a dandy.
Yeah, it will be, and it'd be interesting if those two teams met again, Jack. I bet you'd be closer than the 44-14, don't you think?
Well, I'll tell you what, that game started out as a very, very competitive game, and then the Panthers, after it was 14-14, in fact, it was a 14-8 lead for Central A&M in that game, and then the Panthers scored, didn't get the extra point, and then by the time halftime was here, it was 26-14, and they won it going away. But in this one, they are really taking control of the football game. This is the Kearns Communication USA, your halftime show. Trash Queen scoreboard is 48-8 in favor of the Panthers. Let's take our final break. Come back with more after these.
US Cellular, we believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours. Any of our 5G phones with no trade-in or hidden fees. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular. Visit Kearns Communications, a U.S. Cellular authorized agent, located at 224 East Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Oh, just about ready to start the second half of play. Glad you're with us this afternoon on Central Illinois Sports. 48-8, the lead for Camp Point Central on top of Villa Grove here. The Panthers, as we told you, they won the opening coin toss. They deferred to the second half, so they're going to get the football to start the second half.
Arcola now with a 21-0 lead over West Central. Charlie probably got some of those to you. And what's Beardstown doing right now? Well, it was 21-15 at halftime Williamsville, but I do believe Beardstown got an interception and had possession of the ball.
Yeah, they intercepted the ball at their own 7-yard line. So we're still right into that contest is Beardstown.
Brown Cat.
Now Seaman scored. Jake Seaman with a 29-15 lead now for Williamsville over Beardstown. So they've scored, a couple times there already.
Brown County holding on to a 16-14 lead heading to the fourth quarter in their contest. That would be an upset for them if they could get that one. They're at Cumberland, is that right?
Yeah.
Camp Point Central is going to have the football to get the second half rolling here.
35-14 now. Nashville up on top of Minden Unity. With his hand in the air is Nick Wilson, the sophomore kicker. Ready to boot this one with the left foot. A little pop-up kick headed toward the sideline. The man will call for the fair catch and catch it near the 29-yard line. It's taken by Drew Pabin. And that's where the Panthers will start 1st and 10 at their own 29.
This is a bizarre kick, probably about as high as any punt I've seen today.
So the clock counting down here as we start this second half. 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line for Camp Point Central. And you'll see a lot of different things happening here. Gavin Blewett's in at the quarterback spot, for example, the 6'1", 175-pound sophomore.
Bill Grove still got their opening line on the defensive side. You want to take care of your players if you're moving on to week 2. That's a big thing.
Double wing formation, 3 different backs in the backfield as well. I think Griffin is in at the fullback spot, but of course he was the second guy. He'll get the first carry of the second half. And take it just shy of the 35 to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5 of the play on a solid run. Brings up a 2nd and 5.
Griffin, just a sophomore, looking like he's ready to fill one of those roles next year for the Panthers.
He's a sophomore. Gavin Blewett's a sophomore. He's in there right now. Looks like Ross Riley's going to come in for a spell here. He's a 175-pound junior.
Of course, Nick Moore, just a sophomore. It's a starting quarterback.
Also, Ezra Thompson is in the game. He's a senior.
Good to see that 6'2", 160-pound senior in Thompson.
Drew Pabin's in at the wing back on this near side. As Blewett sets up under center, puts a man in motion left to right. He'll hand it off to the second back through. Graves is the ball carrier. He's up to the 42-yard line. That'll be plenty for a first down as he picks up 8.
That's what you want to do, is see that second team come in and keep things moving for you.
Called the 43, in fact, Jack. 9-yard gain.
10 yards for Graves, a touchdown on the 1-yard run. Now he's up to 10 yards. 16th first down for the Panthers on the day. They've given up 4. Been a pretty solid contest for the first round playoffs against a decent 5-4 team. Villa Grove came out early and looked pretty darn tough. They're not playing 11 in the box now anymore.
Blewett under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Riley, looking for some running room, trying to get the corner on the outside, and is still fighting hard for yards. Look at him run up to the 47-yard line, a gain of 4 on the play. So brings up a 2nd and 6.
His first carry of the day. Riley is a 6'1", 175-pound junior.
It's one of those things, Brown County's on top of Cumberland now, 24-14. One of those things where if you're not willing to play hard, run hard, do things right, man, you look behind you all of a sudden in this Central program, and there's somebody always right there knocking on the door.
Riley comes out. Graves back into the contest. Blewett, the quarterback. 2 sophomore quarterbacks. They'll work hard to push each other through their careers.
Gavin Blewett, who plays safety on the defensive side, takes the snap, hands it off to Griffin here. Griffin into Blue Devil territory to the 46-yard line. That's enough for a first down as he picks up 7 yards and a 1st and 10.
Griffin with 35 yards on the day and 6 carries.
And the second group for Camp Point Central moving the ball well with 8:45 and counting in the third period.
Griffin's a very athletic-looking young man, isn't he? Sophomore. The sophomore team, I think, finished, undefeated on the season? Oh, they got beat once, they say. They were going to play Calhoun on a Monday after that Friday game last week, but the rain got them because Calhoun had not lost the game, I don't think.
8:25 and counting in this third quarter. So you're saying the WIVC is strong for a couple of years, huh?
It's going to stay that way.
They'll hand it off to the first back through. That was Griffin. Doesn't gain much this time. About a man down and slow to get up for Villa Grove. We'll call it no gain on the play on the run by Griffin. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
That'll stop
Actually,
the clock.
It's going to be a 1-yard gain, Jack, to the 45.
Okay.
Why don't you tell us about one of our sponsors here?
Well, I want to tell people, first of all, about Trash Queen, our scoreboard sponsor, serving Pike, Adams, Scott, and Morgan County with residential and commercial roll-off service, too. They offer 10, 15, and 20-yard roll-off containers. You can get that service next week. Call 217-320-4320. That's 320-4320 for Trash Queen. And Alana Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. They offer services from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. They do close from 1 to 2 in the afternoon to give the workers a little bit of a break. That's Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients 18 months and older with no appointment necessary. Learn more about the services of Illini Express by visiting IlliniHospital.org. Don't forget about Geared Up Custom Apparel and Awards. They are on the west side of the square. Josh Edgar and the new ownership there, Ethan and the gang. And congratulations to Ethan and his wife, a new marriage today. Congratulations to them. We can head out to Bowler's Universe. We could go to Jersey's tonight. You can go about any place you want to, but the folks at Jersey's, I bet are having a good time right now. Some quality smoked meats with some great wings. Let's get back to football action. Panthers lead at 48-8.
2nd and 9 from the Blue Devil 45. Gavin Blewett sets up under center, takes the snap, hands off to the deep back, coming back to this direction is the ball carrier Griffin again. Near the 41-yard line, a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Maybe 3rd and 6 even. That box isn't quite halfway, is it, to the 42.
Run the sophomore in on the tackle that time.
Panthers keeping the ball on the ground here. Keeping that clock rolling down.
As much rain as we've had, I mean, those white uniforms of Villa Grove, they're dirty, but not near as dirty as I bet you on a lot of fields that don't have this kind of a turf on them.
Put a man in motion right to left. Try to draw the Blue Devils off sides. They don't bite this time. Blewett pops up from under center. Calls the line set. Puts a man in motion left to right. Hands off to Ross Riley, and he'll be taken down for a short 1-yard gain, and this will bring up a 4th down and 5.
If you're the Panthers here, you're inside the 40-yard line, right at the 40, I guess. And I would think you'll probably run a play. You could punt the ball. You'd have to put Moore back out on the field. He's your punter. See what they're going to do. Looks like they're going to go with the punt.
So they'll bring the punt team on the field here. Nick Moore will be the punter. 6:29 and counting in this 3rd period. And back to receive the punt for Villa Grove is Robert Fancher.
I remember talking about the really quality Carthage teams in the 80s and 90s. I wondered if they knew how to punt.
And now a timeout is going to be taken by the Panthers as they didn't have all the personnel on the field that they needed for the punt team. 6:14 to play in the 3rd, 48-8. Panthers on top of Villa Grove. Back after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Prairie Land FS is locally owned and operated. We proudly serve our neighbors like you with 24-hour service to ensure the comfort of you and your family. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
6:14 to play in the 3rd, 48-8 advantage for Camp Point Central. And they'll bring the punt team on this 4th down and 5. Moore stands back right at the 50-yard line, puts his boot into this one, end-over-end kick. Fancher will let it bounce, and it rolls out near the 5-yard line.
Ooh, dandy punt.
Well, caught right at the 5, and that's where Villa Grove will take over 1st and 10 at their own 5.
Second time today, I think the Panthers have punted.
Yeah, on the first drive of the game, they were forced to punt.
Villa Grove offense, 1st and 10 to 5.
So a 1st and 10 yards to go for the Blue Devils, deep in their own territory. And let's see what the Blue Devils want to go with here. I would think to keep it on the ground. They'll have the young man Lane run to finish the first half as the quarterback in to take the snaps here. He'll take it, hand it off to Zimmerman. No, he keeps it himself this run, makes a man miss on the outside, slips across the 10, and is taken down near the 12-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 from the 12.
30 yards for running on 6 carries. He's a good-looking athlete and very quick.
Gavin Graves in on the final hit for the Panthers.
7:48 left in the 4th. Brown County trying to pull the upset up 24-14.
Second down, and they call it a 9-yard gain, Jack. Second and 1.
Wow.
Ball is up at the 14-yard line. Rund in the gun. Back to pass, throwing to his right. Hits his intended receiver in Parker Stevens. He tries to bring it back toward the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down up near the 15-yard line. It's going to be close to the first down marker. Man, they're going to call this third down. He's short.
Trying to get their first down since the first quarter.
So 3rd and 1. So give him no gain on that play. 3rd, and it's about the length of a football away from being a first down. Trips right, a single receiver to the left. Rund takes the snap. He will hand it off to Zimmerman. Zimmerman breaks through a couple of arm tackles, and he has it up for the first down. He's out to the 16. Gain 2 on the play, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Villa Grove from their own 16-yard line at the 3:43 mark of this third period.
Fifth first down of the ball game for Villa Grove. Defense for the Panthers been tough again today.
And you see some new faces out there on the defensive side.
Arcola 28-0 over West Central. Appears to be getting close to the end.
Rund will hand it off to Zimmerman, running to the right, has a good gain, cuts back from the middle of the field, has the first down and more. Now the ball comes out right at the last moment, out near the 34, and it appears the Panthers have recovered. Let's wait and see what the official tells us. Was the man down already before he fumbled? They're going to say first down. All right. So they'll say he was down, a gain of...
who ran the ball?
It was Zimmerman. He gained 19. And it'll be a 1st and 10 to the 35. So Zimmerman's biggest run of the day. And a fresh set of downs for the Blue Devils. Trips right, single man at the left-hand side as Rund will take the snap. He goes back to pass. Sets his feet, looks downfield, heaves it down there, up, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver was Parker Stevens. He could not bring it in. Incomplete pass will bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 35.
I think that was Ezra Thompson in on a really good defensive play. Nice job for Thompson in a reserve role. Getting some defensive play in his last, well, not his last game, but senior year. Bowlers Universe tonight. They're open till midnight. Go on out and have some supper. We might head that way.
Brown County intercepts a Toledo-Cumberland pass and takes over at their own 30-yard line. Here it's a ball that comes out.
Yeah, Rund just couldn't get it back from the running back, and they kind of fought for it.
The ball will be back to the 32-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play brings up a 3rd and 13. 1:30 and counting in this third period as that clock keeps on moving, and it moves quickly with that Mercy clock. Carrollton and Greenfield play each other next week. Huh? They'll probably play that on Friday night, won't they?
Do you realize that Carrollton's never beat Greenfield in the playoff game? Ever. That'll be a dandy.
Rund back to pass. Looking downfield. Now he has pressure. Throws it, and it's incomplete. He felt the pressure and got rid of it. Incomplete pass, and 4th and 13 now from their own 32. And I assume we'll see this squad go for it.
You think they'll play on a Friday night? I don't know.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, a lot of people, once playoffs come, they want to play Saturdays all the time.
Yeah, but what is it between Greenfield and Carrollton?
About 37 steps.
Yeah. Not far.
Got to go to Carrollton this time, though. Florida Lee hosted this week.
Back to pass, Rund on this 4th down play. He's going to try to tuck and run for it. Breaks a tackle, makes another man miss, and is going to be taken out at the 35-yard line. Needed 13, gained 3, and a turnover on downs in what will be the final play of the third period. After 3 quarters, it's a 48-8 advantage for Camp Point Central on top of Villa Grove. 4th quarter action next on Central Illinois Sports.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, you can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's the new beginning. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street, Quincy. Edward Jones, making sense of investments, member SIPC. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls, and Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Ready to start the fourth quarter. 48-8 the lead for Camp Point Central. Before we went to break, they had a personal foul called against Camp Point Central, and so Villa Grove will actually maintain the possession here. So first and 10 at the Panther 49-yard line.
Blow to the head.
Yep, that was the call. So the Blue Devils maintain the possession, first and 10. Rund will be in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left-hand side. Still take the snap, back to passes, run, a little shimmy shake with the shoulders. He throws downfield on the run. He's got his man, and that man is wrestled down near the 30-yard line. Zimmerman on the catch, or was it Kiesel? Kiesel on the catch to the 30-yard line. A gain of 19 on the play. And a first and 10.
Their 8th first down.
Brown County won 24-14. Final on that one over Toledo Cumberland.
Brown County pulls the upset against the Toledo Cumberland team that was 8-1.
That's right. Back to pass is Run, has his man along the sideline, breaks a tackle inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. That's Brady Clodfelder. Clodfelder down to the 13-yard line, a gain of 17. And it brings up a first and 10. So the Blue Devils on the move here. 11:04 and counting in this contest. And trying to get another score on the board here. Run calls the line set, takes the snap, rolls out to his right. Looking, trying to find someone close to the end zone. It is in and out of the hands of the intended man this time, Parker Stevens. Brings up a second and 10.
Well, Brown County will host Arcola next week. And that makes kind of a different scenario than you might have thought.
So Williamsville leads Beardstown 29-15 at the end of 3.
Beardstown really playing a great game against them.
Just over 10 minutes to play in this contest. Second and 10 from the 13-yard line for Villa Grove. Rund takes the snap, has some pressure, flushed out of the pocket, throws downfield, wide open is Stevens, and he'll get the score. At the 10:01 mark of this fourth quarter, Rund to Stevens from 13 yards out, and the Blue Devils with their second touchdown of the afternoon to make it 48-14.
10:01 left in the contest. They'll go for the 2-point conversion, I would think. Well, we know the 4 of the WIVC teams are going to play next week. Looks like Minden Unity, West Central will both be defeated.
Guaranteed a team in the quarterfinals, for sure.
Yeah.
These 2 of them play one another. Runs now for the 2-point try. Going to throw a bullet pass, and it's incomplete. on the two-point conversion. 10:01 to play in the contest, 48-14, the lead for Camp Point Central on top of Villa Grove. Back after this.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
10:01 to play in this one. 48-14 is the lead for Camp Point Central on top of Villa Grove, as Villa Grove got the touchdown a moment ago. And now we'll kick off. Back to the Panthers.
Congratulations, Brown County.
Big win there.
Congratulations, Carrollton, Greenfield Northwestern, Brown County. Cesar Valier leads Casey Westfield 6-0 at halftime. Winner of that one to play the winner of the Athens contest. They Macon Meridian then played at 1 o'clock. I haven't got the final on that one yet.
Teed up, ready to go here for Villa Grove. They'll kick it deep, and Griffin, I think, kind of whiffed on that one, and then it goes into the end zone. And you don't have to get it. It's a dead ball. The official needs to, as soon as that ball crosses the goal line, it's dead. You can't bring it out. It doesn't matter if it's been touched or not. You got to blow that dead. Not let people dive in on it and get somebody potentially injured.
Gilman leads Monmouth United 21-14 at halftime.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 here.
Well, Carrollton, 47 more points today. They put up a lot of points, don't they? I guess so do Central. They got 48.
They played, the first game of the season, is that right?
Yep. It was 22-8 Carrollton starting the fourth quarter. And Central came back and won it 30-22. Brown County, who beat Central 22-20.
Athens won, by the way, over Macon Meridian 42-14. Was the final of that game.
Big thing about Brown County, that can change the way people will host down the road.
Blewett is in at the quarterback once again, under center. Hands it off to the first back on the right side. Griffin will be the ball carrier. He'll gain a yard on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 9.
41 yards for Griffin on the day. Stay tuned for the Illini Community Hospital postgame show and the Edward Jones, Derek Harris, player or players of the game.
Yeah, I don't want to give away who the player of the game might be, but it could be Garrett Williams. Maybe, you think?
Might be.
He's in the running. Tell you what, Moore's got to be in the running.
So is Gittenbacher.
Yeah. Blewett takes the snap, hands it off to the first back. That's Ross Riley, and the ball comes out. It's fumbled, then picked up by the Panthers, and the man advances the ball up to the 36-yard line. Who picked the ball up? Haben. He took it out to the 36-yard line. That's a 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Dupec, Pecatonica, and whoever the other town is, beat Mendota 44-0 today.
Is it DuPaw?
Dupec.
DuPaw.
Oh,
and
DuPage, is it, maybe?
Pecatonica. Way north. Put a man in motion right to left. Blewett takes the snap. He will give it off to Ross Riley. He'll be taken down out near the 40-yard line. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 here.
Don't worry too much about Leda Winslow, who lost to Forston last week. They won 54-7 today.
Over Aurora Christian.
Yep.
How are they a 1A team?
How's Aurora Christian a 1A team? Well, Addison Driscoll used to be in the 1A baseball playoffs every year, and then their school disappeared after 7 championships. I don't know where they all – I think they all ended up going to what's the name of the other school that everybody was bragging about that ended up 4-5 this year, played all the big schools.
Don't know.
I'll tell you in a minute.
And the ball off along the left-hand side with the Panthers. Pavin will fumble the ball out of bounds. But he gets a big gain on the play up to the 43-yard line of Villagrove, a 17-yard pickup on a 1st and 10.
Pavin 38 yards and a couple of carries on the day. Panthers up to 20 first downs on the day.
Had a lot of guys run it today.
Polo must like 8-man football. They won 66-16 in 8-man football.
Morgan Park beat Peoria High 50-42. The Polo Marcos, right? Up there.
The Polo Marcos.
I believe that's correct. Blewett will be under center once again. He'll hand it off to the fullback. That is Elijah Ginnebacher on his first carry of the day, down to the 33-yard line.
He's a freshman.
A gain of 10 and a first down. They're not. Ooh, they're going to mark him down just shy. All right, second and about a foot and a half. Give him a 9-yard gain.
5:40 and counting left in this one. Panthers are going to move to 9-1. Coach Dixon with his 98th win in his career. We'll be there next week to broadcast. Probably won't be video, maybe just audio because of some of the restrictions that are out there right now, but we'll do our best to bring whatever we can to you. Hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Beardstown's within 7 of Williamsville, 29-22. They'll hand the ball off to Ross Riley. He'll be close to the first down marker. Should be enough for the first down. Needed a yard and got a yard, and they will say that he is
short.
Third down. All right.
1 + 1 does not equal 2. Williamsville and Beardstown in a battle. I thought that would maybe be the game that would be the biggest blowout. I was wrong.
Jacob Pate with the touchdown run. He's a good athlete.
He's a great athlete.
3rd and 1. Blewett under center. 4:37 and counting in this contest. Takes the snap, hands it off to the deep back. That's Pabin again. He's got the first down now. He'll get down to the 30. Gain of 4 and a 1st and 10.
42 yards for Pabin now. 21st first down for the Panthers.
Nashville led Mendon Unity 42-14.
It was a good one for quite a while. Mendon, good team. I'll remember Cecil Hunt, Riker Triplett, some of those guys, good football players.
1st and 10 here, and the Panthers keep that clock rolling. 4 minutes and counting of this contest, up 48-14. They've had the running clock the entirety of the second half on the Trash Queen scoreboard. They'll have Gavin Blewett under center once again. Puts a man in motion left to right. Hands it off to the second man through here. That is Caden Lohmeyer. Lohmeyer a short gain on the play to the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Lohmeyer is a 5'8", 150-pound sophomore. Also seeing in the contest, Wes Crooks coming on the line spot. He's a 5'9", 150-pound sophomore. It's a big sophomore class for this Panthers squad.
The future looks bright. A lot of it depends on linemen.
14 sophomores, it looks like.
Ooh.
That's a lot. Blewett under center with 3 minutes to play.
Got 2 men in motion. Should have been the illegal procedure.
And it was. Both the wingbacks went in motion. Ross Riley ends up with the ball. And a penalty called here. 5-yard variety.
52 yards in penalties on the 5 calls on the day.
It'll be 2nd and 12 from the 28.
Actually, more, I forgot one. 67 yards.
5-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down. Now ball at the 32-yard line. Run the clock, Chad.
2:54 and counting. So the scenario for the Panthers, as Jack told you, if Nokomis wins, the game would be here. If Central A&M wins, the game would be there next week.
And it appears that Central A&M likes to play Saturday evening games.
They'll hand the ball off along the left-hand side. Nate Peters, the ball carrier, the 5'9", 155-pound freshman with the carry. And he'll be taken down in the backfield for a loss near the 35, near the 35-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play.
11th guy to run the ball for the Panthers today.
Don't see that much.
Don't have that much room on my page.
So it's 3rd and about 15 from the 35. With just over 2 minutes to play.
Moore threw one incomplete pass, the very first pass he threw today, and then threw for 174 yards after that. 3 touchdowns.
Bullet will be under center. You can go to the air here. The clock keeps running either way. Why not? A lot of men up at the line of scrimmage. They'll hand it off to the second back. That's Pabin. He snuck outside for a moment and is now taken down near the 31-yard line, a gain of 4. And it brings up a 4th and 11. Tyler Wilson, Luke Zimmerman in on the stop. A couple of the seniors for Villa Grove.
Got to pull the grass out of Pabin's face mask. 2 of the Villa Grove guys doing a nice job of sportsmanship, helping him up too.
4th down and 11 yards to go from the 30-yard line for the Panthers. Call it the 31, in fact.
If they take their time, they can be under a minute before the ball's hiked here.
This could be the final play of the game. Blewett will be under center. He'll put a man in motion left to right. Hand it off to Ross Riley. He's going to be wrestled down for no gain on the play. No gain, no loss, and with 40 seconds to play, will Villa Grove hustle out there to run another offensive play? As that clock keeps rolling down, they don't have to do that.
Looks like Run's going to try to get out there and run one more play.
25 seconds on the clock. Clock rolling down. Referee waiting to spot the ball. He'll put it down with 15 seconds to play. And Villa Grove will come out of the huddle like they're going to run a play. Well, they're about 5 yards deeper than they had intended to be. Rund will be in the shotgun. Final play of the game. They'll hand it off. No, Rund will keep it. He'll run it along the right-hand side, gain 2. And that will be it in this one. Final of the contest, a 48-14 win for the Camp Point Central Panthers on top of the Villa Grove Blue Devils. Villa Grove finishes the season at 5-5. The Panthers advance to the second round, where they take on the winner of Nokomis and Central A&M of Moweaqua. We'll talk more about the final stats on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show on Central Illinois Sports following this.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300. If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
Where do you go before the game, during the game, or after the game? It's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point. They invite you to stop by after the game tonight. They'll have a limited menu of food for 30 minutes after the game. Join them on Mondays 4 to 11, kitchen open till 9. Closed Tuesdays. Wednesdays they feature smoked meat. Try the wings, the best around. For a cold drink and great food, it's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point on the south side of the track. Stop by before the game, during the game, or after the game at Jersey's in Camp Point.
Welcome back to the Illini Community Hospital post-game show, where since 1942, Illini Community Hospital has been serving the area with high-quality medical care close to home. Learn more about their services by visiting IlliniHospital.org. Well, the Camp Point Central Panthers, it took them a while. Brad Dixon, I think, might have mentioned that in the pregame. In fact, it might take a while to kind of feel each other out, and once they got going, they kept rolling, and they rolled to a victory to move to 9-1 on the season, a 48-14 final here over the Villa Grove Blue Devils.
You have to take a look at Calhoun last week, 14-14 game at halftime. Panthers saw Calhoun really control the clock. Villa Grove came out very aggressive, shooting 11 people early, and the Panthers had to make some adjustments in blocking, but they did. It was 48-8 at halftime. Villa Grove would score with 10 minutes left in the ball game on a 13-yard pass from Run to Stevens. The point after was also good. It was not good, I should say. It was 48-14 was the final in the game. For Villa Grove, they had 161 total yards on offense. 78 of those came on the run, 28 attempts, 78 yards. They passed the ball for 83 yards between Barr and Run. Barr was on the day 3 of 10. Run was 6 of 10. Run had 64 yards passing, 19 for Barr on the day. Individual rushing saw run the ball for 32 yards, 15 yards for Parker Stevenson. Liam Barr had 8 carries for a -2 yards and 33 yards for Zimmerman on the day with 8 carries. Receptions, 2 catches for Run on the day for 9 total yards, 10 yards for Clodfelder in the first half, 14 yards total and a touchdown for Parker Stevenson, 13 of that on one play, and 15 yards for Elijah Kessel on the day. Penalties, 45 yards in 5 calls on the day, a total of 161 total yards. Panthers ran the ball for 298 yards on 48 carries, passed the ball 6 of 7 for 174 yards, so another 400-yard day in the offense on the Panthers, 465 yards total there. Rushing on the day, 10 yards for Ross Riley on 5 carries, 7 carries for Sterling Stotts, 29 yards, 2 carries for Gavin Graves in the day for 10 yards, one of them a 1-yard touchdown run. Isaac Genenbacher ran the ball 4 times for 20 yards. Garrett Williams 100 yards in the day and 7 carries. 12 yards for Nick Moore on 2 carries. Drew Pabin 46 yards on 4 carries. 41 yards for Connor Griffin on the day and 9 carries. Also, Elijah Genenbacher ran the ball 1 time for 10 yards. Lohmeyer for 3 yards. And let's see, I think I got everybody there. Receptions, Josh Alford, just like he was in the first half, 2 catches, 3 yards apiece, 6 total yards. 35 yards total for Genenbacher. He caught 1 of 2 passes thrown to him for a touchdown. Garrett Williams had 3 receptions, all for touchdowns of 73, 40, and 33 yards for 146 total yards. Panthers rolled to the win, 48-14.
Time to name our player of the game, brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is proud to sponsor the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about today from one Garrett Williams?
He's had a lot of good ones in his career. Man, I mean, he had touchdowns, 3 of them on receptions today, and that really broke things open, did it not?
Yeah, it did. It opened things up, and then the Panthers got rolling on what they do best, and that's keeping the ball on the ground and keeping things moving. And they win this one 48-14. We'll have coverage for you next week of the Camp Point Central Panthers. If they're at home, it'll be video coverage. If they're on the road, it'll be audio-only coverage here on the YouTube channel due to the IHSA and NFHS agreement, but we'll have it for you either way, and so we hope you'll choose to join us for that. For Jason Hetzler and Jack Hall, I'm Charlie Hall, thanking you for joining us this afternoon. Central with a victory, 48-14 over Villa Grove. It's another Central Illinois Sports